Hey fellow Bobs, Moby here. Hello, how's everyone doing? Welcome back to Fashion Core number 10. We did 10 of these. Holy shit. Inhibit should be here soon. Sorry it took a little bit. I had to download the share codes. I forgot. But yes, hello Davey. Thank you for the bits, by the way. Thank you for the daily login. Random, hello. Thank you for the daily login. Steam, welcome in. Thank you for the lurkies as well, Xavi. Hello, Moby just came back to say hello. Hello, Steam. How are you doing? Just got Wolfenstein series for a few days now. Gotta go. I'll try to join the next fashion course. Yeah, Moby. Sounds good. Have fun with fashion core. Hello there, yo. Why 3,400? It's not too high. It's not too low. Hello, Moronic Idiom. Thank you for the follow. I'll catch up with YouTube in just a moment. Emotional damage. Hello, Plova. Welcome in. Welcome in. I saw Flathead, which is a finalist. Where's Avis Fragilenta? I don't know. It was Flathead a finalist? It was I just go off of the drip Hall of Fame.
Talking about your like opening crawl.
No, I know, but like I went off of drip Hall of Fame, so maybe it was listed there, but not Avis Fragilenta. Huh? I don't know. But do DM me like specifically what's wrong, if that's what you mean. I don't know. Like, I don't remember. I made that like a month ago. Okay, I make it right after every fashion core. But also hello
it's
there.
It's because your crawl is like from the winner, like the winners and stuff. I think Avis Fragilenta was a finalist one time, but not a winner.
I see. Huh.
Yeah.
Also hello, Moronic Idiom. Let me just say hi to everyone. You basically creamed when you saw it explained. I was doing it based off of Drip Hall of Fame, okay? But anyways, I'm gonna go to YouTube side. Hello, Ethan. You are first. Hello, Skull One, Gabriel, and Winter Frost, and Ronan. You have arrived. Yes. It's bro. It's Fire Massive. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. Hello, the goodest piggy. Let's see. Hollowberry. Wow, these are bone chilling, amazing decals. Oh yeah, we got some awesome artists here, and we're gonna showcase even more of them. Hi, Moby. How is Cat? Cat is good. Hello there, MD144. Cat is good. In fact, she's sleeping right next to me right now. She's probably gonna leave though once I start yelling. Hey y'all, let's go. Hello, Jared Norris. Jared Norris. Related to Chuck Norris? Whoa, Robo. Ha, you make half of these. Let's be honest here, Empress. This McLovin, you're all been waiting for us. Hell yeah, I'm glad you're excited. I'm excited too. Anyways, welcome to Fashion Core number 10. How are you doing today, Inhibit?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Just woke up.
Yes, I hear your moaning voice.
I don't really have much else to say.
Yeah. Oh, yes, you do. InhibitProgress here has reached affiliate. He's going through the final stages of becoming affiliate after the weekend is over. Yes, he's going through his the final stages of being affiliate on Twitch. So I plastered his name on the titles and on the pinned comments. Go give him a follow. He does robot talk. He makes a lot of figures on stream. He plays lots of Helldivers. So if you want to have a good time, then go ahead and give him a follow. Hello, Okawa. Thank you for the daily login. I've been
streaming AC6 lobbies for the past 2 weeks, I think. So that's been fun.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hello, W indeed. All right. Are we ready to get started?
Yes. Let's go.
Let me go ahead and stream my point of view for you as well.
Stream first. Yeah.
I'll just stream my entire screen for... You might have to close the volume for my screen or something like that. There we go. I think, is that the right screen? I think that's the right screen. Perfect. Give me just one moment.
Hopefully it is.
Okay, there we go. And then I go to monthly fashion core and scroll up until I see
you should just
just scroll up.
Go to the pins. And then the pin announcement for the month is the first
hell yeah, that is so easy.
The latest
you are absolutely right. Holy shit, that is so easy.
That's how like I've kind of thought that everyone like it would be easy for everyone to access the rules and stuff.
Oh yeah, hell yes, you are right. Okay, so this is the number 10 one. The theme is freestyle, it seems. First challenge, the judges will be the judges were Empress, Tilespawn, first name, joined by the 2 runner-up picks of Armored Drip 4, Plova, and Cherry. Are any of them joining us today anyway? Or is it just like voting?
Not sure because I honestly forgot to ask the judges if they wanted to come on to comment.
What
so.
the heck? That's fine. That's fine. Yes. All right. That's fine. Well, maybe next time then.
Yeah.
Well, on the other hand, you know, I'm down to YOLO. So if any one of you that I just mentioned who is a judge wants to quickly join in and say something about their favorite entry, then just comment and then I'll drag you in. Okay. Okay. So, let's see. Will you do a stream today, Inhibit? You was asking.
Will I stream today? No, not today.
And you recently did a Gundam protagonist tier list. Is that true?
Yes, I did.
Where did you put Setsuna? Where'd you put Setsuna FC?
Wait. I put it in self promo if you want to see. Wait, let me just ping you.
Self promo. Let's see. We're gonna get distracted for just a moment. Let me see. Where the hell is? Okay, I see it.
There.
I see it. Okay. That even though I didn't watch this anime, I know that guy's top tier. Is he a protagonist? Interesting. I'm not too familiar with all the Gundams. Setsuna's A. Okay, he's lower A, but you know I can agree with that. He's not the most complicated dude ever. Amuro Ray being directly in the center of A. Heroes B. I mean, to be honest, his personality is really like straightforward. Just traumatized. Traumatized child. You got Setsuna, who's traumatized child soldier, and then you got Hero, who's just traumatized child, but also soldier.
Also, if you want to ask if why Hello Kitty is on the list of Gundam like main characters,
I just noticed that.
My chat successfully convinced me that Hello Kitty was the protagonist of that one promotional collab OVA.
I think that's fair. I think that's kind of fair. I love Monster. Thank you for daily login. Okay. D tier though. That's kind of low, isn't it, for Hello Kitty?
I mean, she just shows up in a single thing, and she shows up. She goes, let's be friends," and then like doesn't really do anything for the rest of it. So, in terms of character development, that isn't really that great, huh?
Fair. I will say, I just realized there's another child soldier, a traumatized child soldier here, but you spread them out A, B, and C. What's the difference?
Honestly, because Mikazuki, like the Hero and Setsuna, they do actually have character development throughout their respective series.
That is true, yes.
But Mikazuki stays essentially the same throughout the entire run of both IBO first and second seasons.
That's fair.
So like in terms of character progression, he really doesn't go anywhere. And also, I like protagonists with initiative, and he has the opposite of initiative.
He just kind of goes along with it.
The only thing he really has going for him, like he just asks Orga to do whatever, and he does it.
Fair enough.
I like a protagonist with initiative and like free will, you know?
That's fair.
So basically, the only thing he has going for him is that he's a really good pilot. So that's why he's not in D tier.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
What about? Okay, I don't know. I forgot his name, but he's the unicorn pilot. What about
Banasher Lynx?
Yeah, he's like really basic, right? Like he's always like, "Oh, I want to save everyone. I'm a nice guy," and it never changes.
He's basically what you get if White Bread was a Gundam pilot.
That's true. That's fucking true. What is Hello Kitty pilot? Let's see.
Oh no, she doesn't pilot anything. She just shows up in the final battle of Gundam 0079. And she starts turning Xeon mobile suits into little chibi things, and technically their pilots get atomized. So it
Hello Kitty has a kill count
out. Yeah, Hello Kitty has a kill count of
Holy
3, I think.
Holy shit. That's more than the rest of us, hopefully. So, oh jeez, okay. And finally, his name is Kira, right? The Gundam Seed. Why is he a B lower?
Because I considered all of them, like each character across all of their appearances in like movies or shows. I didn't count manga appearances, so that's why some of the characters here are kind of low. But Kira Yamato, because if I was only considering his appearance in Gundam Seed, I would have put him in high B tier or low A tier. but since I'm also considering his appearances in Destiny, Gundam Seed Destiny, and Gundam Seed Freedom, I have to put him in low B tier because, yeah, I didn't like that he's kind of stole the spotlight in Seed Destiny, and also he's kind of a bitch in Seed Freedom, so...
I just remember everyone calls him Jesus. Gundam Jesus or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hello Kitty is a known murderer. She has to be stopped. I have more kills. Oh no, Moronic. How is the SD Gundam so low? Oga was asking.
The SDs, because I genuinely don't remember.
Oh, this is a don't remember tier
like
right
what
here.
they were like. Yeah.
This is a don't remember tier. So this is not really a low tier so much as I just don't remember type thing. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Astute Gundam fans will notice that next to Hello Kitty is the protagonist of the infamous G Savior, the B movie, the first attempt at a live action Gundam that even Tomino doesn't want to recognize.
Wow. Okay. Damn.
But he's still ranked higher than Kyo Asano.
I see. Anyways, let's not get off too off topic here. We're getting distracted. But yes, go ahead and follow
let's
Inhibit.
go back
If you want stuff like this, go watch InhibitProgress. Okay, so multi-fashion core. Okay, watashi wa kita. I am here. So the first AC we see here is General Waffle. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Also, your volume is really nice. Is this volume okay? Are you using voice mod?
No, I'm just going next to my mic really close.
Okay. Your voice is actually really nice like this. Nice. Yo. Hello, Radish. How you doing? Mr. Radish man? So this is a thing. Just a quick thing for new people. So this is Fashion Core for those of you who don't know. So every 1 or 2 months, Inhibit runs a fashion contest for the game Armored Core 6, which is a mecha game, as you are aware, made by FromSoft, the Dark Souls Elden Ring people. And basically, we look over some of the finest works of art. We go over the finalists and the winners last, and then those who win become part of the Hall of Fame, where I added you to the intro, and I add you to this chat right here, the Drip Hall of Fame, where we add all the winners from every Armored Drip, every Fashion Core, all of it. So if you want to see all this,
you get to judge.
Yes. And if you want, and it's open to everyone, no matter what your game console is. But I will have to, we will say, definitely for take good photos. If you're, what do you call it? If you are part of another console, right? Like Xbox and PS, then you definitely should take good photos, because it does unfortunately prevent us from looking over them more closely. But that's about it. So that we just barely started, so we're gonna go over the entries. So this first one is by General Waffle. The AC name is Good Fortune. Can you read that, Inhibit?
Do you want me to read it in Mandarin, or
say it in the most accurate way? Say it in Canto Mandarin.
In Cantonese it's full, and in Mandarin it's full.
Gotcha. Okay. And that means good fortune in that as well?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Basically, they're not lying to you.
I know. That's what I'm asking. I was like, it's called Good Fortune, but instead of here, it says something weird and messed up. I don't know. They could, and I have no power over it. That's what scares me. Yeah. Fashion Core 6? Oh, yeah. Let's go. Hell yeah. This is actually the 10th one. All right. So this one is by General Waffle. So they're looking at Good Fortune. So I'm assuming a Chinese theme. Okay.
Yes.
You got the gold and yellow. Why is that? Why are those colors do you know anything about what those colors mean in Chinese culture? Why they're used so often?
Besides the fact that they're traditionally considered lucky and auspicious, I don't know off the top of my head why those colors became symbols of those things.
Radish said golden red means fortune and favor. I see. Because Radish, this is actually not the first Chinese theme ones. Now the people that make the Chinese theme ones go really fucking hard with it. But like, yeah, this is the second time I've seen like a
Reddit.
Reddit.
One other person before.
Yeah. So it was one other person before, which I thought was really awesome. And it was like a red and gold. And I'm like, that is a really common set of like colors I see when people make Chinese themed AC. So there was one in Armature 4. Yes, I remember that one. That one, funny enough, was actually what if I was one of the judges for Armature 4, that would have been one of my picks. But that's why I remember that one. But yes, I like how it says lucky straight up here, like how Radish said. I like how it says lucky right here. That's kind of teal green is kind of interesting.
You mean the lights?
Not the lights, like the green, bluish,
where?
or right here, like.
Oh. Okay, for the armor parts, I see.
Yeah, the armor parts, like, because the last one was fully red and yellow. This one has like a different color to it.
Yeah. Okay, a little bit of a nitpick straight off the bat. I kind of like when people unify their like frame colors, so that like you can see that the chest is gray instead of green.
Like chest is gray instead of green.
Inner armor parts. Yeah. Like it's a different color.
The gray?
Like compared to the arms and the skirt armor.
I'm sorry, can you say that one more time? I'm trying to look, but maybe I'm misunderstanding something.
Compare the vents, all like the chest vents and like the little circle in the middle of the core, to the kind of green on the rest of it, because that's gray on the chest.
Am I colorblind? Am I colorblind?
No, but you can't be more colorblind than me.
Are we both just being colorblind? I'm confused. Gray on the chest.
Yeah, whatever. Never mind. It's okay.
How about you stream your point of view, and then like you can show me your mouse. I'm being an idiot.
Circle.
Like, yeah.
Wait,
am I being an idiot? Like I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just being tired. Am I colorblind this whole time? I don't know. Is this a colorblind discovery stream? Also, hi Tracy. How you doing? But yeah, I'm not quite seeing what he means by gray. That's why I'm like hoping he'll.
Anyways, we can move on to a different point while I try to illustrate what I mean.
Yeah. But overall, like my opinion is that it's very like I like the symbols like that were placed in it. I like, obviously like Chinese characters in there. It doesn't look too. It puts a lot. It does a lot with like the few amount of decals it actually does. Decals it actually does have. So that's something I do appreciate. It's just that it's just like the teal color that's interesting. I don't know if I don't know if it like combines it all. I think red and gold alone would have been too Ronald McDonald-y, I guess. But essentially, I don't know about this as a third color. I have to admit, I don't know if that gels together as well as it should. But yeah.
Okay, my conclusion is that they're different shades of teal.
I see. Really?
But that's going back to what I was trying to say, is that I would have hoped that they would kind of make all the armor parts the same, because I think that's what they're trying to do, but I'm not sure. Wait, I just DM'd you this.
Yeah, someone also said, "Oh, it could be
also,
like
yes,
muted jade." That's fair.
For the people who are artists, I'm using Ibis Paint to do this.
Oh, I see. That's what you mean. I was looking at the chest. I was like, okay, that's what you mean. That's what that helps. I see. I thought that was just shading, but you're right. They are different colors. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, that is an interesting decision, and I can see. I can see what you mean.
A little bit of a nitpick from me.
Oh yeah. I just noticed that like the gold is also a different color. You see this? I just saw the gold from the weapon, and like the gold is like different shades throughout the AC.
Actually,
now that I think about it, yeah, I don't know if I approve. I don't know if I personally approve of that.
It feels a little. I don't know. I wish that the colors would be kind of made to be the same.
Yeah, a bit more consistency with the colors that were actually chosen would be really helpful. What do you think of the third color being like this muted jade, actually?
I actually like the muted jade as a third color
Really?
now that I see more of it.
Mm.
It kind of, because it works well as kind of an in-between color between red and yellow. 1 second. I'll just...
Yeah, and also people in the comments are mentioning that, goddamn, you've got good eyes to catch like the color difference. This is
so
Inhibit we're
it's
talking about, you guys know,
red,
right?
Yellow, and red, yellow, and green are technically... wait 1 second.
Every Chinese will like jade. True. Probably. I'll take your word for Radish because you're Chinese.
Technically, you can say that kind of like a red violet and green and yellow, or like a jade and like a goldish color is split complementary on the color wheel, but that would mean that the red is slightly off for it to be like split complementary. So it would need to be a darker red, basically.
I see. But yeah, some people in the comments,
it's approximately okay with the color wheel, so it's not like that's why the colors kind of work, but like, okay, I think they don't entirely work, but it is nice to see it there to kind of break up the colors.
That's fair. Yeah. I do like the third color, because like the one thing that like from that previous AC that was Chinese themed as well was that the entire thing was red and gold. And I was like, you know, it could have used a third color, like peppered here and there. And I was like, this is not a bad attempt, like after looking at it for a bit. But you're right. But people are mentioning in the comments that the author may not know about the save color palette thing. Hence why the gold is such different shades, and even gloss, and even the jade is different colors. So I think like that's a big thing everyone's noticing. I think using the save color feature to have a consistent color throughout the whole thing would definitely help, because we're seeing like that the yellow is a different color, the teals are different colors, and it's kind of a little strange. And then I will say I wish the gold was a bit glossier and shinier, because it's not, it looks more like a McDonald's color palette more than anything.
Yeah, it looks more yellow than gold.
Yes. But aside from that, I love the concept. I always love seeing these concepts.
Oh yeah, definitely. One other thing is I would have liked to see them make their own Chinese New Year themed decals, because right now some of it is just like gold trim and symbols that you can get by default in the decal maker. So
I definitely see some of these decals before. That is one thing I noticed.
I think seeing the great urn from like Armor Drip 4 is really like made me biased. Making their own decals would have made this pop a lot more.
That is a really high bar, I will say though. Give me a sec. So what I'm trying to I just want to show those of you who did not watch Armor Drip 4, which you should. This is the AC we're referring to as Great Urn.
Just go to Drip Hall of Fame.
It's right here. I see it. This is made by Skull One Gabriel. He made all of these. He made every single custom decal. That's why it looks so unique, and they all had full of meaning. They're different throughout the whole thing. He doesn't use the same one over and over again all the time. He does sometimes, but he does a few times here and there. But
just a disclaimer, I'm not saying that everyone should do it to the make their own decals to this level, but just a little bit more would help, I think. Make kind of enhance the individuality of the build.
Yeah, stratospheric bar. A little bit, but again, we're always being a bit nitpicky here. But yes, otherwise, like I said, I love the concept. People like the jade colors, and you know what? I think you should stick with it. I seem to be the minority here. Definitely color consistency, and maybe even creating a few of your own decals to pepper here and there. So, because we have seen some of these other patterns before, so making a few custom decals would definitely go a long way. Some consistency, some tweaking of the colors to make it to the glossiness, to make it a bit more bold than just yellow. Yes, so yeah, that's the total of this, but I overall very, very good concept already. So with some improvements, it'll go a long way.
It's a nice build overall.
David is setting the bar on top the ISS, the International Space Station. Again, we are nitpicking, everyone, remember.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I mean, I'm not wrong when I say that custom decals would enhance the build. Like, that in itself is not a wrong statement.
Yeah. But anyways, hello the game, and yes, Skull1 Gabriel is in the chat, so if you'd like to ask him for any advice, go ahead and DM him. So this next one's by Mig. The AC name Oracle. So born on Earth.
Have fun reading all of that.
I will. You can take a little bit of a breather. Unlisted Pilots Archive 234. Sella. Corrupted. Terminate. Fan on OC, fan on lore. Optional. Well, alright, let's do it. Born on Earth, Sella was born into a rich family holding an arm. You know, where's my music? Hang on. Protoss. Okay. Okay. Born on Earth, Sella was born into a rich family holding an armored core production company consisting of their original models named XXXX. Sella was the youngest of her brothers, which were all tester pilots for their father's company. Their influence made Sella want to be an AC pilot of her own, but due to the family's children consistently being boys rather than girls, she was raised by her mother, and her future was decided by her mother as well, rather than her father. Despite Sella following her mom's rule and wishes, she tries her best, trying to spend time with her father and brothers to learn more about armored cores and their role in wars and off-planet duties. When she grew older, her father's company was ultimately targeted during a massive conflict where her father was had a role in to provide ACs to fight against. With her brothers leaving for war, her mother and father were too much on their hands trying to protect Sella. Her father gifted their only daughter an experimental AC marked X301C. With her father's gift, she spent weeks in training simulations to get a hang of it. During the war, she was separated by everyone. Her entire home region under attack, she took her AC and fled to space, where she landed on several different planets, making a good reputation until hearing about Rubicon. Her curiosity ultimately made her travel to Rubicon, where she considers it home, far from Earth. But yes. Okay, so the music. Right. I'm glad you like it. There's a few grammatical errors in there, but it's okay. It's okay. So, all right. So this is the Oracle. So this is like it's supposed to be the experimental AC.
It's a really good design.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Overall, if you look at like people who frequent Japanese armored or drip Twitter will no doubt recognize the blue decals there.
Really?
I've also used some decals from this particular Twitter user.
Oh, yeah. I was just looking at the false lighting.
Yeah. And just to clarify, using other people's decals is not against the rules. You're free to do that. No. I think that in this case, they've used them beautifully on the AC, and the placement is very good. I think I really like their placement of those decals on the shoulders. It kind of like surrounds the original detail, like physical detailing there, and it looks really organic. Other than that, it's a relatively simple build. There's a few caution decals here and there, the model number decal on the side skirts, and yeah, I think the color that they chose to accompany the blue decals also works really, really well.
It does, yeah.
Because it's kind of color matched to the center, the dark center of it, and like the shadows rather than the actual blue lights itself, which allows the blue lights to really pop, like the false lighting to really pop.
Yeah, it genuinely looks like a lore accurate AC, like that's been edited a little bit. Like the false lighting, the it's mainly the colors of like the muted red, like the blue and like the gray. It actually looks like an AC I could load up right now in like the base game, except like it's like a specialized versions of the parts. The false lights are really cool, and yes, you know, it is using false lights as its primary gimmick, like having it here and there. But I will say it is a great decal choice. So it's made by like a Japanese decal artist, you said? Like, is that what you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because this wow, this false light goes hard.
Also, the vents are also, I think, also made by the guy. Which these vents, I love using these vents. They're probably some like my favorite like pieces of mechanical detail to put on my own builds.
Oh
so,
yeah. Wow. Yeah, honestly, it's one of those ACs where it does a lot with simplicity, and it does it well. And yeah, honestly, it even has like some decals on like this little side skirt here to add on, which really goes a long way, honestly, to show like to add more than just, you know, spamming one decal. There's still the vents. There's, you know what? The more I look at it, the more I like it. Actually, you know what? The more I look at it, the more I like it. I'm seeing more unique decals here and there. Lots of hidden decals. Yeah, even the grays are differentiated in the guns.
Oh yeah. Like, the one thing I would nitpick is the placement of the vents on the thighs. I'm not sure if those make sense there because of how thin the thighs are, and like, you know, you still need the internal space for like the knee motors, etc. But other than that, I think it's a very nice looking build.
That's fair. That's fair. Oh yeah, that's fair. Oh yeah. Yeah, like, you know, you don't want to add too many to make it clustered. I'm even seeing some small ones here, like on the foot, and it even shows like a red decal on like a bright one to make it pop out. You know what? I like this one. I really like this one. Yeah, I can agree that like
person builds Gunpla.
Yeah. Because of all the little like texts here and there. Yeah. But yeah, you're right. I could get behind the whole like that the thigh decals are too much, but aside from that, it's good. It looks like a real cool Gunpla. I love the false eyes all over the place. It does the theme of the whole experimental AC very well. It even seems like it fits into the game. So yeah, honestly, I really like this one. I don't really have too much to criticize over it.
Yeah, I dig this one. Yep.
Yeah.
Nope, that's it.
Yeah, this one's dope. I think, yeah.
Speaking of Gundams, next up is an actual Gundam cosplay.
Okay, Dynamis. It's from Double O, right? Lock on Stratos. Yes, it is. Yeah. All right, cool. So this one is by Ronin's Ghost 108. The PC code has pulse blades instead of a core. Also, due to not having finished all three endings of the PC. Oh, I appreciate that you actually provided an Xbox and a PC share code. Nice. And yes, Ronin's in the chat, right? Is me. It is you. Oh.
Yeah.
Inhibit has better eyesight perception and stuff compared to the AC having eyes everywhere. That's true. Inhibit has look at Inhibit's face, right? Inhibit has 3 cameras. Okay, you can't really beat that. Okay, so Gundam Dynamis. First of all, let's look it up. Let's look up what this AC is cosplaying right here, right? So this is from Double O. This is the sniper. The big thing being, hey, it has shields. It prefers long-range combat. All the good stuff. So this is what we're kind of. There's gotta be a bigger picture than that, right? Oh, here's a good picture. Here's a good Gunpla picture. Perfect. So this is what we're comparing it towards.
Yeah.
So we're what I'm seeing is giant shoulder blades. Let's see how it even copies that, like this unique chest pattern.
I mean, you can't really do it in AC6.
Yeah, but you know, people are very
and the
creative.
Shields are optional parts, anyways, technically. So
that's true. That is true. They could drop. You could always drop it. If is what I remember about it. But yeah, like, so with this in mind, let's go ahead and check out what's here. So, like we said, the shield parts actually drop, so that's fine, and we can't really replicate that. Having a coral oscillator as its sword, interesting. Obviously the Harris is a really
interesting, but
it's a really obvious choice to use the Harris. One thing I'm seeing off the bat is that, like, for the original Gundam, right, the chest green is the same color as the rest of the green, but it's not here. It's a little brighter, so not sure if I'm a fan of that personally.
I think this is just how the master grade looks. I think it's just the lighting of the promo picture. It's not
really. It's a chest a different color.
If you compare it to the line art, it's closer.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm just thinking off the top of my head.
It doesn't seem like it. See, look, here's a picture from the anime. The chest is still the same color.
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean the chest is different? Because I was talking about the whole
Oh, the whole thing. So what else? What I was talking about really small nitpick. Essentially, the chest. You see like the decals on the chest, right? There's like a bright green here. Like I think that's supposed to represent like the little sphere that Gundams tend to have on their chest. But it's honestly really covered when I see like all the pictures of it. You don't even see that part. It's so pronounced here, and it's so bright, and honestly, it kind of throws off the whole coloring, in my opinion. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the Gundam chest thing being so bright here.
It kind of does, actually, now that you talk about it.
Yeah. Also, I'm glad you're having a great time, UI.
But on the color accuracy point, I think Ronan's kind of nailed it with the green.
Yeah, the green on the actual AC, like the non-decal, like the green on the AC, like he absolutely nailed the color. Having it peppered throughout the whole AC is very accurate too.
Why? Okay, I think the reason why the decal in the middle is so thin is because I think Ronan created the decal and stretched it a little to like fit the core.
Seems like it. Yes. Does Dynamis have a pink blade, right? Like a pink sword? That's why I'm assuming the Coral Oscillator was used for its red blade.
All the Gundams in 00 have pink beam sabers, so.
Ah, that's right. That's more of a seed thing, right? To have a green one, or something like that. I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay, obviously the Alba part.
I gotta admit, I gotta comment on the fact that I personally would have liked to see more Alba parts. This is, I usually kind of like jokingly say that, oh yeah, people should stop just making all Alba parts that like Gundam cosplays that are all Alba parts. But in this case, I think all Alba parts would have made sense
because it is cosplaying like a Gundam straight up.
Designer, but also the designer of Alba Frame and Dynamis are the same guy, so it would also be kind of an homage back to the mechanical designer.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
Yeah, but overall, I think I'll be honest, the head looks a little bit goofy now that I look at it up close.
It does.
The eyes are a bit too far up.
Yeah, I didn't even realize those are the eyes first. I was like, I think funny enough, in a really weird case, just like you said, I think the key thing you said here is I think you should have used more Alba parts. I know it's a stereotype that like everyone likes to use the Alba parts because he looks so good, but at the same time, like it makes sense here, especially since they literally share designers, as you said. So I have to admit, I think the part choice is really not doing you any doing Ronan any favors here. And another key thing is like, Ronan put the decal here to signify the little V, the little samurai V head thing that they all have. I think like a black outline of some kind would have really helped because it looks like it doesn't really stick out as a result.
Because right now it's kind of disappearing into the rest of the white. So
yes, and
adding
definitely
a border would definitely kind of make it like pop out.
Yeah. And there's gotta be a Gundam decal somewhere like that works better than just having the eyes on like a white thing, just like a white empty canvas. So I think the part choice definitely would be different if I were choosing it as well. But I do appreciate like the knees here, funny enough, like having like their own decals to like
that's
have
well
like
done.
the green
I
here.
think that's definitely well done.
Yeah, I like that part. The color is spot on, like the exact green. Like it's just, that's not exact quote unquote, because obviously depending on what picture you're going after, the green is slightly different, but I think the color was definitely nailed here. Another thing is like I'm seeing some yellows like over here, which doesn't seem to be accurate to like the
that's just like a I think that's just an issue with the kind of frame parts of the AC itself being like sharing colors with the hanger slots. So that's not really Ronan's fault. Because like that's something that he can't really change.
Fair enough. Is there a reason? Are these Vientos on the back? I wonder if there's a reason for that.
Yes, they are. Because the Dynamis has dual pistols as a sidearm.
Oh, that's really okay. I don't remember that part.
Yeah.
But you're obviously right. I did not remember that part. Okay, that makes sense then. Gotcha. Okay.
And also the pistols, I'm pretty sure were also designed by the same guy. So
I mean, yeah, there you go. I did provide a code if you want to look at it in the garage. I built this in 3 hours after work night shift and having a wake all day. Yeah, absolutely. We're not disparaging like the amount of effort that you probably put into this. This is just our own comments on how we would have handled it. Like what
It's
like
still
the
a great
positive
build.
and negatives. Yeah,
it's just that like we tend to focus a little bit on the nitpicks.
Yeah, of course. Like we're trying to give constructive feedback. Yeah, I think another thing is that like you see like the little like square thing here, because like it's not hugging it correctly, like not correctly, but it's not hugging it fully because of the shapes. That's another thing.
Yeah, a little bit.
And honestly,
I think that's okay. I think that part's okay though.
And another thing is like Gundam, like this has like some weathering somewhere here on it. Like I feel like there's some weathering here. I don't know if like because
I think that's just the base weathering on like Alba frame that you can't really get rid of.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Like,
But
even on some AC parts, even if you like put the weathering to like 0, sometimes there's still a few scratches and stuff built in.
Thank you for the day login, moronic. But yeah, but those
So
are
I think
that's
this is the cleanest that you could get it.
yeah. It's a very ambitious.
Sorry.
It's very ambitious. As like it's a very ambitious character to cosplay. It seems really fucking difficult. But those are the changes we'd personally make. But overall, like you nailed the colors. Like you nailed the colors. Dynamis is awesome, and the effort that you put into the legs to make here. You have the right idea, I think, and I think that like some small improvements like would like definitely help. And like I think it's just part choice, honestly. I think it's the part choice is just the biggest thing holding you back, but that's my personal opinion.
I will say I do appreciate the fact that like you see those little vents on the shoulder part or like the core, like on either side of the head. Those are yellow, just like the clavicle antennas on the Gundam.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that part, like kind of that detail.
Yes, indeed. Okay. Do you have any other comments before we move on? Let's just show all the other pictures that I forgot to show off.
It's a decent cosplay.
I do appreciate the. Oh, these are good photos, though. I will say, holy shit.
They are good photos.
Good shit. Varied, well lighted. This like it. Let this be a lesson to everyone. At least like take good photos like this. Okay. Like don't take photos where it's like super dark and like your AC is like that you turn up like the brightness and like the exposure, so like I could barely see anything because the AC's like boosters are like consuming all the color. These are good ass photos though.
Yeah, remember that just keep in mind to everyone, keep in mind that judging is based on photos only, so
take good photos.
There's that to consider.
Yes indeed. Okay, so this one is Spartan Danger by Skull One Gabriel. Spartan Danger, another Greek inspiration one. Okay, so let's take a look here. Okay, there's some lore here, so I might as well. Okay, so Leonidas, after his retirement as an AC pilot, wanted to live peacefully, but little did he know that the war on Rubicon would start. He remembered the chaos a war would bring and wanted to stop it. To this end, he built an AC inspired by his heritage, a towering black machine adorned with gold and red accents, symbolizing Spartan valor and the blood of battle. His mission was clear: to gather comrades who shared his vision of unity and peace, and to end the bloodshed. In his quest, he encountered Rusty, a fellow warrior seeking the same peace. After a fateful duel, they recognized their shared cause. As Rusty faced the looming threat of Raven, Leonidas descended into the chaos of the battlefield, determined to end the war from the ground, embodying the Spartan ideal that one man's courage can change the fate of many. Okay, so let's see this. So it looks like Skull and Gabriel also mentioned something as well. So Spartan Danger was my first ever design in Armored Core. Like after completing everything, I made a main AC for me, so I thought about sharing. Oh, so this actually predates Greater.
That's fun.
Yeah. All right, so let's take a look at this. So this was made by the previous winner of Armored Drip 4. So let's see. Go for a darker color palette.
It's a more simple design compared to Great Urn, obviously, as you can see. but there's still a great amount of attention to detail here. I really like the emblem on the right shoulder, like the circle, like the kind of like gold circle one. Like that's really cool. One thing I would nitpick though is that the color tone of the white warning decals is a little bit bright for the rest of it, because not even the gold is that bright compared to the white.
Huh, interesting. Yeah. The gold is very muted, huh?
Yeah. Well, I feel like it makes it stand out a little bit too much, in my opinion, like the white striping and the dog tag decal, etc.
It's very shiny.
But other than that, I really like the fact that he put kind of like bolts on the side of the legs. If you go into the assembly menu photo, you can see on the side of the legs that there's like these like circles here.
Yeah, they're very, very bright, huh?
Yeah.
I see.
But overall, there's a lot of subtle detail in this that I really appreciate. It's just that the color of some of the white decals that I think could be changed a little bit, but overall, you can see that even though this was Skull and Gabriel's first build, you could see that he had an eye for design from the very get beginning.
Absolutely. Okay, can I just say something really funny real quick? I have such a strong brain rot that I'm looking at the symbol and all I could see is that's a full screen symbol on YouTube. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But first of all, I mean, I love the dog tags like being right here. That is awesome. Using the canvas. You got like the Spartan symbol here, or like the symbol of Sparta. I'm not sure. Hey, don't laugh at me too hard. The gold is very muted. So some of the white parts come across as being really, really bright. I can agree. I wonder if it's because like the black areas are too dark, and like that makes it contrast a little too harshly. One thing I would like to praise is the camouflage pattern here and there, giving it like the whole militaristic feel. Because Sparta. Now I know that Skull and Gabriel's probably going after the more fictional Sparta, like the 300 type Spartan like ideal here, but the Sparta of old was very was one of the better militaries at the time, simply because they trained regularly. Having like a regular militia, trained militia, like to train, like even when it wasn't wartime, was like why Sparta had a little bit of like that advantage in history, at least during that short period until everyone else decided to do the same thing. But so I like that like there's like a militaristic camouflage here. And it actually, this picture is really nice here. Sorry, say again?
I didn't even notice the camo at first.
Really? It's one of the earliest things I noticed.
Really nice.
Like it actually adds a lot of like texture to like the secondary non-dark colors, and it actually goes so hard with like the gold. When the gold properly is like being super shiny here. And I do love like the little red not a triangle, but like the little red like two lines, like
the intake symbols that
like
you usually see on planes,
or the power symbol, I guess, like that, which is like, you know, symbolic to like this, like the like, you know, like I don't know how to say it, the shape, I guess. You could see like the symbol on the left. It
rounds out the design well, and
right
highlights parts of it that might be a little bit empty. So just in terms of like a decal to fill space, it's very good placement in my opinion.
Go touch grass for what, UI? Like, what did I do? You go touch grass and get a better seat.
UI, Moby's a streamer. He professionally is a non-grass toucher.
Yes, I'm allergic to grass, bro.
He's a professional non-grass toucher. To tell him to touch grass is an affront to his industry.
Yeah, you want me to starve to death? But yeah, I feel like this picture does not do the AC justice, weirdly enough, because like these other photos are fine. Like these other photos are fine, but when I think the problem is just like the super dark color that the primary color is, because it swallows up all the light. like when it's remotely dark, but whenever there's good strong sources of light, that shit goes really hard. But whenever it's remotely dark, right, like right here, it looks like a missing texture. It looks like it's like loading into the game, like, and it's not fully loaded in. I think that's the issue with like the exact gloss and darkness.
Like color settings were tweaked.
Yeah, I think the color settings need to be tweaked a little bit.
Tweaked just to like highlight the color sections, because in the photo that you were looking at just now, the gold is a lot more pronounced than it actually is.
Yeah, like I always thought that this AC's beauty was dependent on eye light. Yes, like your AC probably looks super sick. It's super bright environments, but the moment there's any bit of darkness, a lot of detail is swallowed up, and like the brighter parts of the decals look really off as a result. Yeah. So that's like a really weird nitpick I got, but other than that, I do dig what you have going on here. Like the camouflage is a really interesting like way to like break up like just having a secondary color, tertiary color. The gold really does work when it's very bright, and of course, you know, I see like the symbols here and there. I see that the lore, your AC does align up with its lore, so I appreciate all those things. So yeah, honestly, this is a really decked out AC for someone's first AC, I will say.
Yeah, definitely. I really like that last picture.
This is Sparta. The dog takes say this is Sparta. Funny enough. Oh, dude, this looks like a. I was gonna mention this looks like a. This looks like you know like the. Like a Steam page will have like example photos, or like if you're a bit old, if you're a fossil like me, back when like, you know, they used to have, you bought like games like, and they had the disc, you would look at the back for like photos, really cool photos, and this is like it looks like this is a hard photo. Holy crap.
My bones are crumbling into dust.
Yeah, we're so old, right? Oh my god. But yes, like this
dude, awesome.
This goes so hard, Gabriel. What is this photo?
It genuinely does.
Holy shit. Damn, even I feel that at this point. Yes, let's all be fossils together. Anyways. All right. So, am I taking too long? Are we taking too long per?
I mean, maybe we could speed it up a little bit, but not for the sake of like time. Just so.
How many do we have? How many do we have
waiting
overall?
Forever to see their ACs.
Yeah. Oh, we don't have a lot.
We have
a lot.
Over 20 something. We have a decent amount.
Okay.
We have a good amount.
I'll speed it up a little bit.
We have like around 30-ish, I think, maybe.
Gotcha. Okay.
Anyways, next up is an AC build that I've wanted to talk about, but I couldn't because I was, you know, because I was a judge for Armor Drip 4, I could only talk about my top 2 in the Armor Drip 4 video.
Yeah.
And this is an upgraded version of EM's submission for Armor Drip 4.
I remember, yes. I remember this one. It had a very striking pattern.
So now I can finally talk about it.
Fuck yeah. Okay. So let me just quickly go over the lore. I'll be faster, I promise.
Yeah.
Okay,
No
so this one's by EM, Deep Blue Eulogy. This pilot is one of the long line of few but storied dragon hunters, the last one for that matter. It matters not, however, as the last one was slain eons ago. Aimless and without the original purpose of her existence, she registered for mercenary work in high hopes of igniting the same drive those before her had in their souls. From beyond the branch, rumors of quarrel reappearing, embroiling conflict on the battered Rubicon 4. Upon hearing this, a glimmer, no, an reignition of hope for a purpose long sought after. There may not be any living, but the proverbial dragons will do just as fine as the real deal. And thus they went off to conflict, strife, and glory. Their AC, DBE, the Deep Blue Eulogy, is kitted out with a signal jammer to disappear from conventional scanner systems, a laser cannon powered by a crystal of origins long forgotten. Siege missiles fitted to have delayed detonations once embedded into the enemy, and a plainly designed laser blade whose schematics were altered to form-fit a seemingly ornamental blade into it. Additional armaments include pulse bombs used to disable pulse-based defenses, gems and several dragon samples stitched together to form ornaments placed behind the core. True utility lost to time. An experimental defensive ventilation system that forces heat out from the AC to form a protective heat barrier that melts away most of the oncoming kinetics and ballistics. Unfortunately, it is used as a last resort. If all else fails, it has a possibility of failing and may result in the pilot's death via heat stroke within the millisecond of time. Oh, wow. Whoa.
I don't think if you die of heat stroke within a millisecond, that just means you got burned alive.
Yeah,
that
isn't that just getting cooked alive?
Stroke.
Isn't that just, saying you got cooked alive? That's like saying,
that's just you getting vaporized.
Yeah, that's like saying I died of like drowning when like you I don't know, you crushed me. Like, I died because I couldn't breathe. Well, no, I just died from crushing. I realized that afterwards. Yeah, nice. No, so many good red changes this round though. Oh yeah, that's why I've been spending so much time on it, talking to it. So anyways, yes, just as it's mentioned, this is actually an upgraded version. We get a few of those ACs where people are dedicated to improving one AC beyond. Cool ass photo, holy fuck.
Yeah, like if you want to see a cool ass photo, look at the second last one. Oh my god.
The second to last one? Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that a lot.
That is sick. Yes. That genuinely has aura.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my god, this got better. I can't even tell you what exactly changed. It just looks better than my impression of it previously.
I can tell you that they added more filigree.
Yes.
Just to make it a little bit more ornate. Whereas originally it looked a little bit, well, I don't want to say empty, but I felt like something was missing. Overall, I really like the kind of motif that this guy has, even if I don't consider the fact that it's a jamming build, and I'm obviously kind of biased. I actually joked to Moby back when we were recording the like my lines for the video, that I joked about people trying to buy my vote by chucking jamming bomb on their builds.
I see. Oh my god! By the way, EM, your photos are S tier.
Like, the composition of these photos is amazing, especially like the one with Balteas, the fourth picture.
Yeah, look at this one. Like you can see every particle of the booster charging up. So good. Oh my god. But yes, great photo. The AC. Now let's talk the AC itself. Inhibit. Do you have anything else to say?
Yeah. I remember distinctly about like this build made it into like my at least like top 5 or 6 because I just really liked how close it looked to a blue ring octopus. And I love organic inspirations for like mechanical like ACs. Adding the filigree kind of decreases the blue ring octopusness of it, but I don't mind the filigree because it's very organic and fits it well with the design intention of it. And the color scheme between the blue and the gold is very striking, and also kind of why I made the blue ring octopus comparison, because that's what it looks like. That octopus I'm thinking about looks like naturally. And yeah, overall,
my media arts degree is not going to waste. That's said EM. Oh my god. There's a key thing.
Overall, it's a very interesting build to look at, and I think is very looks very unique in a way that I haven't seen before. Even when we did the whole kind of fantasy challenge, like this would fit right in with our fantasy challenge back.
Yeah, because of the dragon motif, the dragon slayer motif, like a monster hunter type thing. Like one key thing I do gotta ask you is that previously I criticized another AC for not having the right color consistency. You see here that the gold is either bronze, but like some of the decals are more like gold, while some of it is more like bronze. Might be a shading thing.
Yeah.
But it actually kind of works here for some reason.
Really?
And I don't know why.
I mean, the yellow does work to break up with the colors, and I actually think that EM should have put a more paler yellow to kind of match the gold inside of like the gems, or like the like the round circles, because like those are a bit more yellow. So I think making some of the filigree a bit brighter would kind of provide like a color gradient between the gold of the armor and the yellow in the gems.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, in this case, I think like to do different color decals compared to the rest of the armor, you really have to judge to see, like, it's very situational basically, and I think this is one of the situations where it works well.
Honestly, I really dig this one. Holy shit. I really dig this one. This would have been like something I considered as like my winner if I was a judge. Like, wow. Like it looks really unique, like especially like the bubbles.
It's very pretty.
The like little bubble patterns on like the legs and like the essentially the extremities of like the body. Like it makes it so unique, but like it works, and it contrasts with like the more flowery like vase like symbols like here and there. There's a little chain on the top of its chest. It's got this whole lore about dragons, so like hence why it's colored that way. You got some gradients on the feet. Like this is like it does, and yet it's not too much. And there's a harmony to it. I really like this one. That's all I gotta say. I don't know what to say about it. And this is what's inside the jamming bomb. The jamming bomb fan service does not work on me, unlike Inhibit. But yes. You got anything else to say, Inhibit?
Because I don't have anything else to say about.
Yeah, because I just like this one. Honestly, Inhibit, you cook. You cook. How can I?
Wait. Before we move on, let's look at the third last photo. The one with ibis in it.
I just realized he timed the ibis
inside the ring.
Yeah, he timed the ibis so that it's inside the ring of the core. That goes so hard. Yeah, holy shit. You should hold classes on how to take photos for some of these people. Holy shit. Oh my god.
How did you get the rainbow lens flare? Do you see that?
How did you do
like
that?
The rainbow lens
Wait, how did you do that?
Wait, no, I think that's like ibis's like natural like lighting.
It is?
That like, frames the core. Oh, that's really awesome.
What the?
Like,
how did you manage this? Yeah, be my teacher.
That's a great photo.
My PC's low fidelity enough that affects shading, really. This is my favorite photo.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The everyday nitwit, we'll actually go over that at the end of the stream, but essentially you have to join our Discord and, you know, you'll figure it out from there. But we will go over the next fashion core and all that stuff, how to join at the end of it, okay? That shot was difficult due to the wrong angle being fucking up the ibis thing. Yeah, I can tell this probably took a few tries. I just like you, I also have to take photos sometimes. And yes, I get that you probably had to time this shit where you're like, come on, you son of a bitch, face the right way. Oh my god, like, come on, hit me.
Shall we move on to the next one?
Yeah, let's go. So,
yeah, let's go.
This one's by Darkstorm, Crimson War, call sign Boomstick. Backstory: Boomstick was a grizzled veteran in the heated battle for control of Rubicon. His main allegiance was to the Crimson Legion, a splinter group of ACs that was tasked with using the coral for their own means. Boomstick's personal AC is Crimson War, a heavy-duty war machine that is armed to the teeth with offensive and defensive capabilities. Since the Legion days, Boomstick now wanders with the sectors of the planet, eliminating any seekers of the coral he deems unworthy. Okay. Oh shit.
Okay, at first glance, this seems like a pretty simple build, but there's honestly a lot. The more I look at it, the more decals I'm seeing. It's just that it's a little bit harder to see because everything is a little bit dark.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's a bad thing, like necessarily a bad thing, because the decals blend very well into the AC and like kind of enhance the design in a really subtle way. It's just that the subtlety also makes it a little bit harder to see, like all the effort that you've put into it. But yeah, like I can see it, it's there. I like the decals on the like the cab, like the shins of the AC, and also like all like the little subtle red decals that are plastered everywhere.
Funny enough, I don't like how some parts of the AC look like it's painted with Venta black. The one of the darkest blacks, basically.
Like
Yeah, where it sucks up all the light. I'm not sure if I like.
You're right. It is.
It's a little too strong, but I do dig.
Everything works with how dark it is.
Yes,
I think. Like that's what I want to say.
I do agree. Like this AC has a lot going on it, and it's kind of fucking metal, if I'm gonna be honest. Holy shit.
Yeah.
The photos
That
are a little
head
bit
design is
too
kind of
like
baller.
a little bit too simple, like, or strange looking. Like this photo does not do much justice. Like I can't see anything. But this goes kind of hard. Like this photo right here, like
I wish we got a close-up picture of the head, because those all of those like, false lights on the head go kind of hard. It reminds me of if you know like Forearms from Ben 10.
Yeah, it kind of does. It kind of does look like Forearms. Oh my god, I knew exactly what you're talking about, dude. This show is my jam. Inhibit is talking about the eyes specifically.
Third picture. Like if you look at the third picture and like you can see that the background glow like lights up the head.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like the Melander eyes, like the teeth, and then you have like the 4 like false lights for like the eyes.
Yeah, it kind of does look like, god dang it. I mean, like I will say like one kind of minor critique I have is like it's probably really hard to make a weathering for this kind of decal, but these false lights look very pristine compared to the rest of the AC, which looks like it's been through hell several times.
I mean, to be fair,
probably not easy though, huh?
The one part of the AC you'd keep clean are the lights, because you need them to, you know, shine from underneath all like the grime and the gunk on it. So I can forgive the false lights being clean.
Yeah. Also, everyday nitwit, don't worry about it. Like, just you join it for the fun. You join it for the fun. You improve your craft. You get to talk to other people who are super passionate about, you know, like making their decals and adding it to their mechs, basically painting their mechs in a way. So honestly, think of it that way. Like you're just do it to have fun. Really, you're not here. We're not here to go. We're only here for the winners. Okay. Oh, we were only here for the winners.
This is why we feature all of the ACs on these streams, because I genuinely believe that all builds have something that like something going for them.
Yes.
So like that's the entire reason we have these fashion core streams, because I genuinely believe that every single build deserves to be looked at.
Yeah, that's what's different from Fashion Core and Armored Drip, which was like the series I did in the video series, is that in Armored Drip, I never get to show off all the other cool shit that like may not have been like the judges also like, but it just ended up, you know, they had to call like, you know, their 14 top picks into like 2, you know. So that's why, like, you know, we do Fashion Core where we stream all of it, you know. Do you think I like, you know, these like 3 to 4 hour streams are not necessarily easy, you know. I'm literally being run on Monster right now, Monster Energy drink. But but like, you know, that's the big thing about Fashion Core, right? Is that we get to show off everyone's AC. We give you a little constructive criticism. We try our best to praise it, and then you also get to, you know, in our Discord, you also get to talk to a bunch of other people who, you know, who are also passionate about it. So don't think of it as, oh, I can't win this. You know, we're not looking for, I don't know, we're not Balenciaga or whatever.
Just remember that everyone starts from somewhere.
Yes.
And like, if you want to get to a certain point, like, just work hard at it and then you'll get here.
Yes. I like clean, simple design. I don't use a lot of decals, and that's fine. We get a few people who do really cool shit with like the fewest amount of decals possible. They exist.
Yeah.
But yes, overall, I really like this one. Like, I like the concept. I just think that some of the dark blacks are a little too venti black levels of dark. But I would have appreciated honestly a few more photos and close-ups. So I would have really loved to see that.
Yeah, definitely. Like, you have a 10 image budget, like, well, a 9 image budget. If you don't include the assembly menu photos. So honestly, this person could have added 5 more photos of their AC.
Yes. And also, I just realized there's a really interesting crotch tat. There's a really interesting like decals here.
Like the face on the crotch is a little bit off-putting, I have to say, but overall, it's a nice design, I think.
Yeah, I would have appreciated more close-ups. And one thing I gotta praise is like the use of really uncommon parts, like using like the dessert legs and the salad arms. Very, very like interesting decision, and it really helps it make like a kind of monster. So I like it. I really like this one. Like, more photos, weirdly enough. I want more photos of this Dark Storm.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So
shall we move on to the next build?
tile spawn.
Yep.
Okay, so this next one is by Tile Spawn. AC's name, Hell's Bells. So, let's take a look. You want to keep my skills sharp so I don't go several months without cooking? Hell yeah, Tile Spawn. So, oh, that looks nice.
I really like this build. Like you see, like when Fashion Core first started, like when AC6 first released, like people were putting like gradients all over their AC stuff, and just like, you know, as kind of a technique. But this is kind of a more refined version of that, I think.
Oh my god. Yes.
Putting gradients all over the AC thing.
This is a badass photo.
The color shifts are done very, very well.
Yes. Oh my. And the shiny decals Tile Spawn put on like the left side. Oh my god, this goes so hard.
I think they're like the flowers.
This is so pretty.
Yeah. And like there's the asymmetry. I love that.
I know, right? Asymmetry. We stand asymmetry here. It just looks really cool. I mean, we also stand really good symmetry as well, but asymmetry, it look good. It looked good. Oh my god, though, dude, this.
I kind of wish we got to see more of the left, like the right side of the AC, because like in all of the photos, the right side looks kind of dark.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But I think it's basically just without the fancy, like symbols on it.
Yeah,
it's so pretty. Yeah, the gradients. Look at the gradients. They're so pleasing to look at. They transition so nicely. There's even some black and gray, like to add some simplicity to it. Yeah, like has plenty of decals without being too much.
The entire AC is sectioned out very, very well. Yeah, like you said, the decals don't stand out too much because they're kind of an off-white instead of like a bright white.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that I would personally nitpick is that the color of the weapons is a little bit boring compared to the rest of the AC.
Holy shit. But yes, also hard photo. This
the whole
photo
AC is like really colorful and bright, and then the weapons are just black and white and gray.
This is
I get that. That's probably to bring attention to the rest of the AC, but I would have made it more more colorful.
Oh, okay. For me, I would have easily just put this into like my if I was a judge, this is going in my winners list. Like this is so good. Holy crap. Asymmetry, good gradients. It's not too like there's not too much going on. Like perfect. I love this one. Tile Spawn, you absolutely cooked. Holy shit.
Yeah, you cooked.
Yeah, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Not really. I mean, besides the weapons being a little bit plain,
that is true.
I don't really have anything else to say. It's a great looking build. Like the main AC looks awesome. Like it's just that the weapons let it down a little bit, in my opinion.
That is true. They don't add anything, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I guess it depends on what the intention is. Like if the intention was to leave the weapons plain to draw more attention to the AC, then fair enough. I'm not gonna like deny that works exactly. Like if that was the purpose of them, then it's doing its job perfectly.
Yeah. Also, Tile Spawn did add some lore into this. Let me quickly read it. Hell's Bells is an AC piloted by someone only nicknamed the Reaper, as no one sees him coming. His kill count is one of the highest in all the registered mercenaries, which makes most people feel justified for his high price. Wow. Reaper, huh? Huh. So the idea is like a high-profile mercenary.
No way is that a Clive Mori, bro.
Hololive referenced?
In my AC stream?
In my AC stream? What do you mean, no way? Like, Peckwood exists. He just every time he comes in, it's like, Sui say this, Sui say that. I think Robin Rook is also a Calliope Mori like lover. A fan. There you go. But anyways, so this next one, Excalibard. AC Limitless for the PC. Let's see. Do I have to type this up?
Put
every
on your
time?
voice filters for this one.
The voice filter? Okay. Give me a sec. 1 sec. It's probably gonna suck, but whatever.
The curtain drops and unveils the void. Cracked the code of cosmic shackles. Always wondered what would lie beyond the horizon. Singularity fast approaches. I'm ready to be free. Last received the message from the pilot before they went MIA. All other records of who they were have mysteriously vanished, as if they never existed in the first place. Despite footage of the Limitless, all attempts to communicate or track it have been unsuccessful. It's almost like they were not real, or an echo from somewhere outside of reality. Other people say these are just ghost stories. What about you? Will you wake up and believe what you want to believe, or would you take the red pill and see how far the rabbit hole goes?
How was that?
Amazing. 10 out of 10.
Thank you.
Okay, I have to say, holy fucking shit. Sorry, but god damn. Okay, this AC, at first I thought it was just kind of black with like random white decals on it, but now that I'm actually looking at the photos, holy shit, this is an amazing design.
Oh, this is Matrix.
Okay,
This is
it's
Matrix
they,
themed,
they,
right?
carved an entire cipher on it. Like, it's like someone carved like a fucking like someone carved like in like Enigma code on it.
It's Matrix themed, right?
Like, I guess.
Yeah,
But
because the blue pill, red pill is a Matrix reference, and all these like things are supposed to be like the computer code. But it's 100 Matrix themed. The pilot has escaped the
how
Matrix. Oh,
gotcha. It really shows. Like, this is some baller design, genuinely.
God, it goes so hard.
Decal on the left, like the decal on the left shoulder being kind of a representation of a black hole with an aura surrounding it. That goes hard. That goes so fucking hard.
That's cheating in my eyes. It as in, like, it works so well, but adding a black hole and somewhere in your AC.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And the kanji on the right shoulder says "no limits." And that's some really nice looking Chinese or Chinese characters.
That's a singular.
You know, sometimes when you do Chinese characters like in AC6, it looks a little bit janky, and it takes a lot of effort to make it look right.
Yeah, it looks fine here, like on a complete flat surface. Excalibur is actually here. That's the singularity from the poem. I literally copied it from Wikipedia. I see. So the poem has a decreasing amount of syllables, like a countdown, heading into space, the void. The whole idea was about escaping the Matrix, escaping reality, breaking the simulation. Yeah, I see. That's so cool. My god, you absolutely cook, Excalibur.
This build goes hard, man. Oh my god.
This is one of the most unique ACs I've seen in a while.
Look at the second pictures. Look at the second picture. Excalibur used the circle the second picture. Excalibur used the circle emblem as a highlight for the shoulder socket joint.
Oh my god, that's so cool. I know, and the head too, see?
That is dope.
The head too.
Yeah.
That's a really clever use of the decal, like reusing the decal.
Man,
Oh my god.
This is a really cool build. Okay, I wish I noticed like how nice this looked to begin with. And unfortunately, this time I'm not a judge, so I didn't look at the pictures that closely before the stream.
How is this not a
goes
winner?
Hard.
Holy shit.
I genuinely think it's because the judges didn't see what the build actually looked like, because you know, when you judge
this
based on
thing goes
photos,
so hard.
like when you judge based on photos, sometimes you miss certain details unless you look closely, and different judges have different ways of judging. So I guess the first photo wasn't eye-catching enough.
God, this is
Because
so
admittedly, you can't really see like a lot of the decals from far away, and that's the biggest picture in all the pictures in the submission. I reckon if Excalibur put the second picture as the first one, like the judges would have paid a little bit more attention to it.
Holy
So yeah,
shit.
this is why choosing your photos is also really important in a like chat, like a contest where judging is based on photos only, just because, you know.
But holy
If you
shit,
don't make
Excalibur,
it
you
obvious
you
what
made
your
one of my
draw is,
favorite
you don't
entries.
see it.
You made one of my favorite entries this
This
fashion
is
court. This
genuinely
is
amazing.
so fucking cool. Oh my god. That's all I
And
gotta say.
like
I got no
how,
critiques to it.
Excalibur chose. Yeah, I like how Excalibur chose mostly maps with snow on it just to provide contrast
Yeah,
when
so
taking pictures.
I've been complaining a lot about like some like ACs being too dark, and that's because like, you know, it doesn't really it makes it feel weird. Like the texture feels off. Here it's it's what it's supposed to be. It needs to be this dark, and it allows for the details to truly pop. Like, and there's a lot of good details here. Like the kind of messy black hole, the singularity being contrasted by like the clean symbols and the barcodes is so good. The decals do so much legwork, but what allows it to do so much legwork is just how dark the AC is. It's supposed to be like, you know, the background of like a computer monitor, like the old style green and black, you know. That's even before my
I can't
time.
stop looking at that second picture.
This one, yeah, it goes really
I
hard.
can't stop looking at this. This is
I will say
beautiful.
this is actually my favorite photo. Like this one right here, this goes so hard. Oh my god.
That one?
Yes.
It does.
Holy shit. Anyways, Excalibur, you made one of my favorite entries ever. Like, congratulations. This is so cool. I hope to see more of your works. This is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, that is.
All right. So,
so we're going to be skipping the next 4 builds because those are either winners or finalists.
all the way to Colonicus?
Yeah.
Okay. So, that's fine. So, this is by Colonicus, the Smiler for the PS5. Some people think an AC is scary enough. Okay, cool. Got some interesting decals. Very, very monstrous. I like the little single eye on the head. And like, is that teeth?
Yeah.
Yes, the teeth
Yeah,
are
it is.
very cool. Creepy. So it's supposed to be a monster.
It's pretty creepy.
Ooh,
Yeah,
wait a minute. It didn't look like much from a distance, but looking at it like this, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, one thing I would want to see is a little bit more weathering and a little bit more grime and gunk to kind of enhance the monstrousness of it, which we will touch on when we look at the winning builds, because that's one of like that's a really good example of what I think could improve this build. But yeah, I feel like it looks a little bit clean, a little bit too clean.
Funny enough,
Some parts.
I wonder.
Like if you look at the assembly menu photo.
Oh, look, in the back it's weathered. Huh. Yeah, assembly photo here.
Yeah, I wish it looked more like it does on the back. Because right now the front looks really, like, weirdly enough, usually people put more decals in the front than the back, right? But in this case, there's more decals in the back than the front.
I wonder, because I wonder if it's supposed to be flesh, because if it's supposed to be flesh, weathering wouldn't make sense. But it did look really good in the back, though, where there was like a random bit of weathering there.
Per se, but just a little bit more, like, have it be a little bit more scuffed up, you know? Because skin isn't perfect. Like, if it's like a skin of a monster, it won't be perfect still, you know?
Yeah. Too spooky for 2:30
But overall,
AM.
it's a very, very cool concept.
Yeah, I love how I love how we're seeing some really unique, cool ass concepts this time around. Actually,
Yeah.
holy shit, I like this. Honestly, I really like this. It's creepy, and I fucking dig that. Hell yes.
I feel like this is an AC that I would actually want to see like a mouth on the crotch. Because right now that section's
it
probably
does
the
look a little
plainest part of
bare,
it.
doesn't it?
Yeah. It's so
God.
bare that it kind of stands
You're
out.
so right. I hate this. You're so right. Oh my god. Okay, well, yes, you heard it here, folks. Put crotch tattoos when it makes sense. Anyways, but yeah, because
Don't
it's
put
supposed
words
to
in
be
my mouth. Hey,
because it looks it's a monster, so it looks too clean in that area. Funny enough, so it makes sense like why you'd want to put that there. If anything, if you don't want to like put focus on there, you gotta color that. You gotta put a separate decal there, like another black decal to like make it less focused there. But yes, a crotch tattoo, funny enough, would really work here because it's supposed to look inhuman. So you know what? I really like this AC. It's pretty cool.
yeah. All right, shall we move on to the next one? We're skipping the next one.
Okay, so this one is by Onyx.
And we're
Little
going
Fire.
on to... Yeah.
No? Okay. So
No, we're doing this one, yeah.
transmission received. The pilot's hotshots communication with another pilot. Phoenix of the craft Hell Bullet. Let me see. Let's see. Let me change my voice. There we go. You know, a grudge based on arena ranking is kind of petty. Even after this fight, I thought that would have been the last thing on your mind right now, Phoenix. But I wouldn't mind one last fight between us if you're so inclined to settle this. A battle between two ravens in the sky, both burning brightly amidst the clouds. Well, that sounds like a nice newspaper title. Well, come on, don't chicken out now. We'll dance across the clouds together, chasing the trail of fire we leave behind, and we'll see. We'll see which fire is smaller. Okay, so this one's called Hotshot. C4621.
Great voiceover.
Thank you. It's my AC, yay! All right, so let's take a look. Oh, we got like a hot rod looking hot shot. Makes sense. Got some really cool bright
first
colors.
Up, I do want to say that. Oh, sorry. No,
Go for it. Go for it.
I feel like we've seen something similar with one of Retro's previous entries, and it's always unique to see. And also Avis Fraglantia, that like UI said, you know, with the fire decals on like dark backgrounds on the ACs, and those are always pretty cool to see, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The photos could use a bit of work. They're a little bit out of focus. Let's see.
Yeah, a little bit.
The AC itself looks pretty cool. Like you got like I like the flame motif. And using the black and is that a camouflage pattern? Yeah, it's a digital camouflage pattern to make even the black have some texture to it, which I appreciate. Got some gradients on the feet.
I want to nitpick a little bit, because the decals on the legs could be applied a little bit cleaner. If you look at the assembly menu photo, you can see that the decal
they're zoomed in,
kind of cut off by the like if you look at the right leg, the decal is kind of like cut off because of the angle at which they placed it. So I think kind of tweaking that a little bit and making the flame decals wrap all the way around would kind of enhance the look of the AC.
Yeah. One nitpick I have is like the feet,
on, like, the ankle and stuff.
The feet like gradient isn't really a gradient. It's really harsh to change in color. I feel like the gradient would work much better there, if that makes sense. Where like it's like the hotness of the flame, the white hotness of the flame slowly transforms into like an orange or a red. I think that would like work out a little bit better. Some gradients would really help. But I do appreciate the pattern.
Gradient. It's the same decal as the flame decal, like the
it is, yeah. But I think a gradient would look better, yeah.
And the crotch, yeah.
It's too harsh to color change.
Now on the arms, the kind of flame decal is only on the outside of the arm. It's not on the underside of the arm, so it kind of cuts off halfway across the arm in a admittedly a little bit of strange way. So yeah, applying the decal on the other side of the arm to like kind of complete the whole make the fire go all the way around, I think that would also improve the consistency of the design, I guess.
Yeah, and another thing I want to add is also the left shoulder, like just the right shoulder probably too. The left shoulder, like the red there, is really bare looking. Like it almost it sticks out in like a plain way. And I was wondering, like something could have been
a little bit
changed
fuzzy.
about that.
I think it's a decal resolution issue, maybe.
Yeah, it's a little bit spicy, and like the circular like disc on the left side too. It looks a little bare. I feel like something could be added to that.
I don't remember if you can actually put decals on it or not.
It does stick out too much though, at the very least. So I wonder. But overall, I like the concept, and apparently, according to the comments, Moronic says this is supposed to be Ash, the black pattern. Again, I think it was a good choice regardless. Honestly,
I see it.
I think that was a good choice actually, because yeah, it makes the black like really have a unique texture to it, beyond just vented black or whatever. So you know what, I actually appreciate that a lot.
Yeah.
I probably even applied to the guns personally, but yeah, regardless. This looks great. This looks good. Like, it looks good, but like definitely I think the biggest takeaway is what Inhibit said, like a cleaner application of some of the decals would really help here.
Yeah.
My
like,
bad,
overall,
Moronic.
it's a nice concept.
My bad,
like
Moronic.
the execution just could be improved a little bit more.
Yeah. But like that's like a weird thing. It just sticks out really weirdly. I don't know what I did to it, but I definitely like maybe even change the color for that area, but like that area definitely does stick out a little bit strangely. But other than that, I love your concept. But yeah, like overall, I think Inhibit said the biggest things here. Just be clear, a little bit cleaner with the decals, yeah. But aside from that, I love the concept.
Yeah,
it looks cool.
Yep.
All right.
Shall we move on to the next one?
Yes, indeed. Here's a star.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
So no, that's okay. So MD144 made the AC BS03.
Who's in chat right now, I think, or was in chat at the beginning.
Oh.
Yeah.
Personally, I think the shoulders red could have been a darker red on the front skirt. Yeah, something darker probably would have helped. I am here. Watashi wa kita. Yes, you are here. So, call sign MD144. Let's see. Okay. Whenever you're scared and alone, remember that you are your own hero. Wise words spoken by the old man. Rubicon is the place where you have to pull yourself out of the swamp by your own hands, because no one else will climb into hell for your mercenary soul. Be prepared for everything. Yourself and this AC will help you. This is my farewell, Raven. Recording found in a transport with an AC stored in an untouched state, hidden in Watchpoint Alpha of Depth 2. Oh. So this is like... Is this supposed to be Walter? Huh.
I'm not sure. Maybe it does use Hal head though.
Yeah. Interesting. Has like all this text: warning, never surrender. Allah act est, which means the die has been cast. Lament, don't up. I'm sure I'm reading that wrong.
Don't give up on yourself. But it's separated out like
I'm definitely reading that wrong. You know like that mean?
Don't dead open inside. So you read as don't up. You're on yourself.
I'm definitely that meme of like reading like the things wrong. Like don't up, like, give on yourself. Give inside. On yourself. Whenever scared or alone, you are your own hero. There you go. I said that so wrong. Oh my god. Let's see. They skipped over the finalists as they're already celebrated. No, we're not skipping over the finalists. We're doing it at the end.
We're gonna look at them in game.
Yeah, so we look at them in game. Overall, I think the concept is interesting. All this, but if this is supposed to be Walter, I have to admit it seems out of character for him to put all these motivational texts on it. Another thing is like
he's in his Shia LaBeouf like phase. Just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
He will not divide us or whatever, like stuff like that, right? No, I get it. Like I know I hear it. I have to admit it seems.
You made it.
Oh, thank you for the follow, El Julioso one. But yeah, it seems a little out of character. Not gonna lie. Also the decals themselves, like the painting is very fresh. Like the text is very fresh compared to the weathered AC.
The rest of the AC.
If that's part of the lore, sure, but I have to admit it does contrast in a way I'm not sure about. The colors are very simple, which it seems very Walter-like, I will say. Yeah. Aside from that, like it's a very simple AC.
It's supposed to be like the fact that it's like in the lore, it says in a transport with an AC stored in an untouched state, but it looks very dinged up and damaged for something that was found in an untouched state.
Yeah.
Like, it looks very damaged for that.
It's very
And
used.
this is why I think, yeah, it looks very used. But this is why I always say
Hi,
that
Elhelios.
people should think about how their lore fits in with their AC and vice versa.
Yeah.
Because sometimes if things don't add up, if things don't line up, sometimes it actually decreases the effect that you want to have.
Yeah. Overall, I think this is just a problem.
Overall, I think it's a great starting point.
Yeah, I think the concept could be focused a little bit more. Definitely more colors are needed. I know this is supposed to be an untouched AC, but yeah, I think it just needs to be fleshed out more in several different ways. But hey, like again, it's not a bad starting point. It's the text is very well aligned, I think, which is pretty good. So you obviously the person clearly has an attention for detail. So like, or at least is very meticulous. So I think the concept just needs to be fleshed out more. I think this is a good first step.
Yeah.
Okay, so next by JP, the Gundam Cerevi. Oh, I got
Another
another
Gundam 00 cosplay.
Gundam 00, let's go! It's my favorite. It's the next iteration of the Virtue Gundam. It houses a second Gundam, Seraphim, infused into the back of its body to increase the output of compressed GN particles. So if I remember, this is the Gundam that, like, yeah, just like the text says, it houses like a really, like, a much smaller, like, but in a weird way, just as powerful as like armored core in it. Gundam in it. Gundam Cerevi. Yeah, this is the one piloted by the really high-end Mighty Glasses
It's
character,
from the second season of 00.
who is naked like half the time. Let's see. What? Yeah. Like,
I mean,
this.
JP already included reference images in the in his photos for the submission, so
Perfect. Okay. But yes, of course, the dessert leg is a very obvious decision for this. Got some chunk.
yes, definitely. I do wish we had more angular, chonky legs that weren't Tianchang,
Yeah.
because the TQ legs have a very pronounced knee, like protrusion, so it doesn't really fit with build that. Like
It looks like the foot calf area is non-existent too, so it doesn't really fit.
yeah.
The arms.
You know what? I really like it. Looks kind of goofy, but I love, if you look at the fourth picture, I love that they've included the Gundam face on the back.
That's actually so neat. Wait, that's actually such a good
And, like,
detail.
fact that
I
they
love
use
that.
The existing lights, like the fact that they use existing lights on the back of
As the
Halcor as the eyes of the Gundam face.
That's actually so clever. That's actually so nice. That's so funny. It's actually good. I'm laughing, but it's actually good.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, using
like I said, it looks kind of goofy, but it works.
It works.
Because
It
the original
does.
design is honestly kind of goofy as well.
It does as well, honestly. Like, the colors are on point. The parts are as on point as they can be. The weapons are all heavy lasers, which is Seraphi's entire fucking thing. Dude, Seraphi, the whole thing about Seraphi is, oh, you need something that's static, but like really defensively strong, blown up right now. Seraphi's got you. But when anything moves remotely,
is a stance monster.
yeah, but the moment that anything moves slightly faster than normal, Seraphi's like, oh no, what do I do? That's literally Seraphi all the time. Like, and then like, you know, and the pilot gets super triggered whenever they have to use their super form, their like skinnier form that's housed in this Gundam. And like, I'm just like, that's like this pilot's whole thing. It's really funny. But yes, like I honestly, the colors are on point. The back facing is so funny. The weapons are also on point. Yeah, I got nothing else to say. This looks good. This is a good ass cosplay.
I mean,
Yeah.
personally, I would like to see a bit
Hi,
more
RKB.
mechanical, like the
What a
existing
chonker indeed.
mechanical details on the Gundam design to be represented with decals.
Yes.
Because right now, I'm pretty sure the only decal that I can see is the red area on like the crotch and the V-fin.
Yes,
and those are
more
and the
gunpla
back,
type
obviously.
details would really help.
Yeah.
Even if they're
I would have
artificial.
liked to see. Yeah. Like I would have liked to see a bit more of that.
Because
just to enhance the Gundam-iness of it.
yeah, because the anime version has the benefit of having a lot of angular parts that stick out. They don't here, so you gotta make your own, even exaggerate a little bit for the sake of the cosplay. So yeah, like because otherwise it does look very bare. Because you don't have the advantage of having the super angular parts that this Gundam obviously has. So definitely something to like cut up the bareness, like artificial gunplay details would really help here. Aside from that, yeah, this is a good ass cosplay. The back of the face is what gets me. Yeah. It's so good. I'm sorry, I gotta see it again. It's so good. That's so clever. Oh my god. Anyways, I'll move on. So, this next one's by Graham. Dying Ember. A dying ember of an old age, flying on broken, tattered wings that have no more place on Rubicon than he does. Yet, he prevails by living his life with only the thought to remember those who died in the fires. So you're combining all the FromSoft mannerisms, huh? Ashes, ember, you're combining embers with Rubicon's coral. I see. Okay, this is the most FromSoft. Okay. So we're kind of seeing like a 621 that's been ibised, huh? That becomes ibis.
I think that's the concept here.
Yeah. I've seen similar concepts.
You know what?
Before.
One design element that I really like about this is the circular lights on the arms to kind of match the circular parts on the like on all like the like institute kind of parts. Like
the false lights.
What he did was basically use decals to unify the circular design elements with all like the institute design, like the institute parts.
Yeah, they institutionalized all the non-institute parts of it. Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
And I see the red stripe going down the like the calf area of the reverse joint legs. Like it kind of reminds me of Pursuer.
Yeah. From Dark Souls 2.
If you remember from Armor Trip 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah. It does. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I dig it. Like it's done. It did a concept and it did it very well. Like it's old tech, right? Literally old tech.
Clean design and executed well, I think.
Yeah, it's clean design, executed very well. Like this very much did exactly what it needed to, which is, hey, Institute Tech 621. Yeah. You could tell it's 621 at like by the head part, which everyone always assumes is like the 621 head part. You got a lot of like Institute parts. The missiles are an interesting choice, but I guess there's a reason for it. I have to admit, I'm not sure why. Because I think
it's just aesthetic because it looks a bit like wings.
I guess so, yeah. But I guess the soup is there, but maybe soups are too heavy. Maybe not too. Yeah, maybe the soups are too heavy. I'm not sure, but yeah, like it does a concept and it does it quite well. It uses good false lights. Yeah. I guess like my one tiny nitpick is that I probably move this text a bit more to the right because the R's cut off a lot more here than it is here. That's about it.
Yeah, I feel like the text, like the remember decal on the core, looks a little bit cheesy, but that's just my personal opinion.
I would, funny enough, take it out. Yeah, if I had to have, unless I had to have it in.
I would put it somewhere else. I like maybe put it on the side of the head or something.
Yeah, somewhere a little bit less noticeable. Like the chest or something different would be better. But definitely add something else to the chest.
That's my opinion, though.
Yeah, that's just my opinion as well. But otherwise, yeah, this looks awesome. Looks cool. It does you did exactly what you wanted to do, and it's awesome. Okay, so this next one's by Slayer, cool. Mr. Number 1 All Mind Hater. Devil Trigger D. Oh, this is a Devil May Cry reference. A mercenary who takes commissions to hunt down machines and sometimes ACs. A part of the Devil Trigger Brigade. Devil Trigger D is a master of weapons and can use every weapon with perfect accuracy. His main weapons is Ebony and Ivory and his Sword Rebellion. Dante's weapons. The laser sights are supposed to be Cerberus. Okay, yeah. Plasma thrower is supposed to be Nevon. Okay, so it's Devil May Cry 3 Dante. Stun button. The stun button is Beowulf, only for the lightning sparks. Coral Oscillator and Pulse Blade is supposed to be Agna and Ruda. Yeah, the red and blue blade that you used to use together. Moonlight is supposed the Moonlight Redshift is supposed to be Rebellion. Makes sense. The red. The last reference is a picture reference to Devil May Cry 4. So anyone so it's like Devil May Cry 3 Dante. That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before we talk about the actual AC design itself, I do want to remind participants that it would be best to keep the AC design consistent. I know that in this case, you want to add all sorts of different weapons to represent all like Dante's full complement of weapons, but try to have all the photos reflect the same AC as what you put in your share code.
I see. So they put in more weapons than usual, because like to represent all the weapons that Dante can actually have. I see.
Yeah, but next time, try not to do that.
Yes. But yes, I think so this is actually going off of Devil Triggered Dante, like not regular Dante as the picture shows. This is Dante's devil form in the third game. So hence why it's all red except for the head and like some black undertones. I see.
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like in that case, then maybe Slayer could have replicated the kind of like scales that you see all across him, rather than leaving it plain red.
Yes. We absolutely need some decals for this. There's not too many decals, if any. It seems, apart from some on the leg.
I do see something on the legs there. Like there's like very
Yeah.
subtle detailing on the legs, but
We
I
need
wish that kind
more.
of extended to the arms as well.
Yes, we absolutely need.
Actually, no,
more.
it is there on the arms. It's just not very.
It needs to be more
obvious, I
visible
think.
then. It needs to be more visible because it's kind of it doesn't quite do it. I do appreciate the yellow orangish eyes that it kind of has right there. Let's see. Yeah. I
sure.
think a lot of the legwork is done by the weapons, like being that's this weapon, because I'm like, I could see it. But yeah, it's overall very simple AC, like simple AC cosplay. Very interesting, but definitely could use some decals. Like it's very apart from like the few decals you have like as like a pattern to cut up like the bare redness. It is a very simple AC, and there's of course like the chest to be like the little coat thing that Dante has right here, the chest. But overall, I like the concept.
I do
like the
appreciate
concept.
the theming though.
Yeah, I appreciate the theming a lot because Devil May Cry is fucking awesome, especially the third one.
Yeah.
That's my first Devil May Cry game. Holy shit, what a high bar! What a high bar I started with. But yes, overall, yeah, this is nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so this next one's by
We're
Deep
gonna
Dive.
Skip the next one because.
Just kidding. This next one's by
we're gonna skip
Aurelia.
it because that's Aurelia.
Yeah. So, Scorched Skies V3. Scarlet was a member of the Rubicon Research Institute during her youth. In the fires of Ibis, she left on a ship bound for Jupiter. While reviewing files, she discovered information about a corporation called Overseer. She thought that the Overseer wanted to contain the coral. However, she was curious as to why Overseer had gone into hiding after the fires of Ibis. Feeling uneasy about Overseer, she decided to investigate further. After uncovering their plans, she dedicated herself to stopping Overseer. Ah, okay. Okay, here it is. Here's the main.
Honestly, I feel like just off the top, like just right off the bat, I get why Arlia put text in the photos, but I would prefer to see the AC by itself because the text is a little bit distracting.
Yeah, the text doesn't. It doesn't work for
It
me.
makes it look like a meme. Like you know when like people put like the bold text at the top and the bottom of images, and like that's like a meme. Like
Oh
it
my
makes
god,
it look like a
does.
meme.
It freaking does. Okay. Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah, okay. Yes. I can't get over that. Okay. Yeah, it kind of does look like a back to 9gag. Yeah, basically. It does look like 9gag memes, like the old style.
Like, the fifth picture. If you look at the fifth picture, it looks like a reaction image with a caption.
Yeah. Like last loose end complete, Handle Walter defeated. Yeah, it does look like more like a meme, like more than anything. I am honestly a bit confused about what the concept is supposed to be. It's obviously supposed to be a mercenary investigating overseer, but I have to admit there's not much for me to go off of on like I don't know what I'm looking at. Like I'm looking at a mercenary, obviously, like one that works for overseer, but I have to admit the overseer mercenaries, there's King, what was like King, Raven, they don't have
like
a
overseer unit. Is Carla's group, not
Carla's
Branch.
group. Okay, so that explains the weathering.
Yeah.
Okay, but like I have to admit, I mean, there's no RD parts for one thing in this entire thing.
Well, it's supposed to be a group, like a mercenary that's hunting down overseer, so it wouldn't have RD parts.
Okay, my bad. Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm not sure about the theming personally. I think that's just where my problem with it lies. It's like I'm not sure.
I feel like the AC is a little bit disconnected from the lore. I'm not really seeing any explicit connection.
Yeah, it's like they hunt overseer, but like this person hunts overseer, but that's it. Like I'm like, okay, but like I don't know how that would theme into things. We're not really told too much about the person particularly that makes it special. Just what they did and kind of and what they're doing.
Yeah.
So I have to admit, I think there's a theme.
I'm not though.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, like theming aside, it's a very nice looking AC. There's a lot. It feels a little bit disorganized, but I can see they try to intentionally make it a little bit like diagonally asymmetrical,
Which I like. Yes,
you can see there's like, you can see. I really like the kind of cloud decals that you can see near the ankle and like the knee, like the golden cloud or like flower like. I can't tell exactly what they are.
Yeah,
but they look
I see.
And
That was
that's
cool.
A really
Yes,
cool like design element. Yeah,
Yes.
It looks like clouds that you'd see in like traditional Chinese like paintings with calligraphy on the side.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Overall, I like I like all the design elements in this. It just feels a little bit disparate, just like its connection to the lore. It's not. The AC isn't really cohesive. I'll say that.
Yeah. Like I do appreciate the decals on it, but like I'm just not sure about like the concept or theme. That's just like my main issue with it. That's why I'm not sure how to angle my view of it, if that makes sense. I think I'm struggling a little bit like to like angle it on like what am I supposed to be seeing? Because like okay, I get it. Like I think I get it, and like some of the decals are cool on a vacuum, but aside from that, I have to admit I'm like, oh, I'm not sure how to tackle this. I have to admit. Yeah, but overall,
I mean, the emblem that they put on the core is nice.
Yes,
like if you look at the
yes,
first
I
picture.
see it. Yes,
yeah.
Still has a raven in it, so yeah.
Oh, there were supposed to be roses because like if you look at the left shoulder, in the first image, it shows it a lot clearer.
Oh, roses. I see.
But
yeah, they're all roses actually. They're just colored differently.
Connection the pilot has with roses, because the roses are in the emblem as well and across the whole AC, but the lore doesn't really explicitly say anything about roses.
I feel like the lore should tie into roses and then like give us the personality of the AC a little bit and lean more into the whole roses thing as well. Yeah, I could see a theming of it. Yeah, like I think just the issue is I'm just not sure what the theming exactly is, even if I'm told the lore of it. So yeah, that's where I'd probably start with personally. But yeah, overall, like again, like there is a starting point here that could be worked with.
Yeah.
Okay. So I got Sabine.
Yep.
Call sign Patchwork. AC name Noxtella Kai. Join the Discord just to join on us. Hell yeah, Wipeout. So, let's see. Noxtella, we still have work to do. Just one more fight. A repaired version of Noxtella, Patchwork was given Anemone's AC after V1 Freud put him out of commission. It may have the same name. However, it has traded its grace, elegance for brute force and sheer performance, equipped for a maximum energy output and heavier armor. Patchwork, despite being an independent mercenary, chose to fight for the RLF to not only destroy the Xylem and the Archivist forces, but also to confront V1 Freud for one last fight. She's ranked 4A in All Minds Virtual Arena. Credit to Cherry for the vent decals in the core. Okay.
Just before we start talking about this, AC, because I've been looking at Sibin drawing their OCs in like art thread for like the past month or two, and when you gave Patchwork like the deep manly voice, I was wondering when you'd realize that it was a woman talking.
Oops. Oops. Oops.
Anyways,
Daisy.
let's talk about the actual AC.
I do like these. I looked at like
up.
these photo angles. They are a little bit too exposed or underexposed
Give me
or
a
overexposed.
drink, bartender.
Oh, hey, Paz. Thank you for buying 5 drinks for everybody. How you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day, as you say.
But yeah, first up, singular red right arm. Dig the asymmetry. Actually, a lot of the decal layouts across the entire AC are asymmetrical. I think Sibin kind of specializes in the kind of minimalistic Gundam style decaling over like across AC, because I'm pretty sure they also build Gunpla.
Also, look at this picture. Look at this picture's
lines and
angle. It's like an
stuff.
anime picture angle. It's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, overall, I like the color scheme. The kind of dark blue, like that's like almost purple shifted, reminds me a lot of the, if anyone in chat knows, the Titans colors from Zeta Gundam. Like it reminds me of the Titans Gundam Mark II a little bit.
Yeah. For me, I actually just like this. Like I think it's very it uses like a really interesting minimalistic approach, but it does the job really well.
Yeah.
I love that like the left arm is like all orange. I'm a sucker for that kind of shit for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah,
like when
same.
one of the arms is like a red or an orange, I don't know why. Like I'm a sucker for that. Even in Halo Infinite, they had one skin called the Scorpion color, where like one of the arms was like orange. And I was like, oh fuck yeah, I was so into that. Even I like how even the weapon is orange. Really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
Like it feels like it's been retrofitted onto the AC.
yeah, which is kind of
Like,
cool
full
actually.
on.
Like because
Like,
it's part of the
looks
lore,
in
right?
place.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it's part of the lore, right? So honestly, like this looks really cool. Like it looks more interesting than the lore AC, like the actual in-game ACs. It's another one of those I wish FromSoft would just hire some of these artists like in this Discord to make like the custom make these cool ACs that stick out more. Because like I feel like so many ACs in the base game is just a couple colors, a single decal on the fucking like shoulder, and boom, lore AC. I'm like, oh come on, you can do better than that, you know. But yes, well, these artists,
overall, it's
these
very
artists built these
pleasant-looking
ACs like in a cave with a box of scraps. You know, FromSoft could do better. But yeah, you were saying Inhibit?
Yeah, overall, it's a nice looking build.
Yeah, I love it.
Honestly, I don't really have much to say about it because it's pretty simple.
It's very minimalistic, but it's very
all the details are
effective.
used effectively.
I do want to praise how
yeah.
effective the decal usage is, even though these are just like simple shapes. It works, the lore works, and it you know that the arm is a really cool detail added in, and
Yeah.
it's nice.
I mean, there's also the vent decals on the core, but like those are some like nice like a nice element of detail put into. Oh yeah, it's contained within the panel, which is cool. I think, like the existing panel lines there.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, Iguazu and Michigan have like 2-3 squares to mix up the color, and that's about it. Yeah, like dude, compare that to this. Like holy shit. Also, these photos, look at damn, look at this photo. It goes so hard. But yes, this is like what this would fit into like my ideal like lore accurate Armored Core character. So with that is a feeling I always appreciate.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right,
so
next
skipping
we're
Snowblight.
skipping Maelstrom because
Dragon next, right?
We're skipping that one. Yeah, we're doing Dragon.
Okay, so this is by Ethan or Dragon. The Borealis. Oh, like the Aurora Borealis? Every handler needs their guard dog, and for old Ren, Borealis is that guard dog. He was a Balaam MT pilot before being abandoned by his entire squad mid-firefight, only to be rescued by old Ren himself. Oof, I know, right? That sucks. Since then, he's been old Ren's one and only bodyguard. In addition, he's second in command of Shattered Crown, Renraku's own personal AC squad. With his rank, he was able to get his hands on a brand new black market technology, a coral generator. With his arsenal allowing for hyper-aggressive, medium to close range combat, he is perfect to draw attention from the leader of Shattered Crown, Evangel's AC. After all, doesn't every dog live to serve? Cool. All right, let's see what Ethan came up with. Ooh, another like it's clearly an AC in lore, but I love like it's got like a monstrous look. It's meant to draw attention away from someone else and cause a lot of violence, which is pretty cool.
That the teeth on the head are on the visor part, so normally when the AC is not active, the mouth isn't there, but when it like locks in, the mouth comes down.
Yeah. Also, hi Cherry, how you doing? I see you there, Yuki Mizuki. Oh, okay. That is a really cool gimmick. I fucking love that. The thighs are a little bare.
Yeah, a little.
So are the shoulders and the arms.
I mean, the shoulders have a decent amount of decals on the top.
Yeah, on the top.
Yeah, but on the sides, they are a little bit there, and on the arms as well.
Yeah. Hey, I managed to drop by at work.
Conceptually, I think this is a really nice build. Like, a normal mercenary wouldn't. Like, if you're too busy, like being someone's bodyguard, you won't have the time to like pretty up your AC, right?
I think you do. I mean, it's a personal AC.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a personal attack AC. Like it's clearly not like a bottom like of the barrel type like AC pilot. Plays a very important role, so it makes sense that it's weathered. One key thing is I was told this was a medium to close range, dude. It has 3 missiles. That's not really close to medium range. Yeah. It's got one tie-in show.
Yeah, that's true.
And yeah, it just needs more. I feel like it's just not finished. Like, look, you got some really cool gradients here. I'm not gradients. You got some cool like patterns here on the foot. You got this like cool black hole pattern here. But it looks so bare in some areas. I feel like it just needs more. Also, the weapon's got to add something to the AC, and right now it's just the black and white. Did you notice the hands are red?
I do actually like the black and white in the weapons because it's consistent with the rest of the AC.
Yeah. See, Excalibur?
I do like the subtle like scratches on the feet, though.
Yes, and Ethan did mention, oh hey, like the hands are red, which is pretty cool. I just want more detail, honestly. It just needs more. This thing is supposed to grab attention. It's supposed to go, hey, attack me, not the guy that's more important. Like I'm coming after you. Fear me, you know. Like so, I think it just needs more. I think that's it. I just think it needs more. It feels incomplete to me. It's got a nice, cool lore concept. Yeah. And you could do a lot with it, but it needs more, in my opinion. I decided to make it close range because my playstyle is using aggressive close range. I see, but I have to admit, like using the missiles in close range are usually not that reliable, especially the Auroras. They require a little bit of distance for them to really have the maximum chance to hit you. So I have to admit, I'm not entirely sure about that. But I mean, hey, like if you play it like that way, go for it. But I'm just talking about the decals themselves. I have to admit, like there just needs to be more, personally. Using missiles to melee enemies. I mean, yeah, like but you know, almost like rocket punch, right? You punch someone, but while rockets come out of it, that sounds cool. But you know, we're talking about gameplay. You can't do that. But yeah, anything else to add, Inhibit?
Not really. No, I think you've like that's basically the gist of it.
Yeah. But I do like this photo though. Like I do. The visor is a really cool gimmick. Don't get me wrong. That is actually such a fun gimmick. I love it. Yeah. Okay. So also more photos, man. Come on. We could have the 10 photos. Unless you can't for nitro reasons, I guess. I don't know. But if you can, add more. And even if you
I
can't,
mean, the
just-
10 image limit was specifically designed to be like workable for people without nitro. So
yeah, add more photos. Come on, guys. You guys are shooting yourself in the foot otherwise. So, this next one's by Deficiaire. Pilot C4621 Raven. I used to have no say in my destiny. I had to work to buy my life back. My freedom. All that I am and all that I am not, all confined to the augmentation. I earned the credits. I fought for my life back, and yet I haven't undone the surgery. That's because I'm nothing outside the AC. I found my purpose. This is it. Okay.
So it's basically a 621 build that's been decaled and weathered.
I see.
And
wait, where's
honestly,
the assembly photo? Oh, here it is.
it's linked underneath.
I see it.
Yeah.
You got another shark motif here.
Yeah. Honestly, all the decals are pretty well done. I would say that the weathering on the arms, while I do really appreciate that they use their own weathering decals, it looks a little bit unrealistic on the arm.
Yeah, the white clashes a lot with the
And
rest of
also
the AC, not gonna lie.
For how weathered the AC is, and especially the arms, the feet seem oddly bare. Like, I know I keep harping about this across multiple of these streams, but in this case, I would really have liked to see a bit more weathering on the feet and legs.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And also, I do really like the black stripe going down the center of the core, though. That's a really
Yes,
nice
I actually really like that part.
way to break it up. Yeah, it kind of mirrors the black, like the kind of separation that the shoulders have, like, you know, like the black section on the shoulders, like that, like separates the tan parts, like like I think that is kind of like this stripe down the center of the core is reminiscent of that design element. So, and I really like that. I'm not really sure what the deal is with the barcode decal on the right knee, though.
Okay, so that looks off. That just looks off. I have to admit.
Yeah, it does
Honestly,
look
I'm not a
little
big
bit
fan
off,
of the white in general. The
understand.
white areas are really contrasty to
Right?
the rest of the more grounded looking AC. It almost looks unfinished. Like in that way. I that's what I call this AC. I think two things. Just having your concept be just your personal 6-1 is not a strong concept to work with. Generally, the more focused. This is my opinion.
To be fair, people have done it in the past, and we like remember the one from the fantasy challenge with the 6-1 frame that had all of the filigree and stuff on it. Like, that's still a stock 6-1 AC. So
No,
it's
yeah,
not like it can't work.
it can, but like it really helps to have a more narrow concept. And yeah, the white
Yeah,
the white
true.
areas are not like are really like I definitely remove it. It contrasts the rest of the more grounded gray like ish look of the AC. I would like focus on a concept and run with it, like something's different about this 621 that, and make this AC like have that concept and embrace it. That's personally what I do, because right now this AC is just like, yeah, you put a bunch of cool decals in it. I think the chest is a really cool concept. It's really painted well, like where like that black center really does add like a really cool different take to like that core. But yeah, like the shark teeth and all that, I'm like, yeah, there's something going on here. It just needs to be more focused, and if you're focused, you could do more stuff with it. That's my personal opinion. Yes, some
I mean,
ACs
I
can.
think that the concept. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was
No,
just gonna say.
you finish this.
I was just gonna say some ACs can drop no lore, just be a type of 621, and that you could tell this. I could see the story written on the AC. You could do that, but I definitely don't see that here. I don't know what to tell you much about the AC except scary head, which is a really done well head and a really cool core, but like I don't know how to make a story from that. So it definitely needs more. So the first thing I do is figure out which style I'm gonna do. Am I gonna choose a concept and run with it, or am I gonna try to tell a story through just purely like the AC? But that requires more. So that's my personal opinion on it. Again, I'm not sure how to angle this as like my view. That's why. But definitely the AC does feel like it feels like it needs more. That like it is not yet complete. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely agree with the whole. It feels like it could use a little bit more, but I actually disagree with the whole. It doesn't really have a story thing because I'm pretty sure, like I am 90% sure, this is Nightfall's color palette. So in that sense, if you want to interpret it as this version of 621 really inheriting Nightfall's will, like if you want to interpret it like that, then I think there's a really good basis for story and how it connects with the lore. In, like, but it just really depends on how you want to interpret it, I guess. But like I've said previously, if your artistic intention isn't clear, then you should probably make it clearer.
Yeah. I could kind of see it because it has the earshot. Actually, no. Nightfall has a songbird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could kind of see it, but yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if it's not, it just needs more focus, and it needs to do more with what it's focused on.
Yeah, definitely.
That's my personal opinion, but yeah. Okay. All right. So next up.
All right, we're skipping retros because he's a finalist.
Plova.
Yep.
This is by Plova. AC name Levace Trident. So long, little sharky.
It's a Gura reference.
Oh, gotcha. Hope she's doing well. Let's see. Just a little bit of yapping, but it says it's been a while. I remember joining a server a few weeks before Armor Trip 1, and this AC, originally known as Epsilon Leviathan, was my submission. Back then, I knew very little about the decal system, far less than I do now. I'm glad I could come back to the design and refurbish it with my current standards. Thank you. You know, that's a theme I've been seeing a lot, just like with Skull and Gabriel presenting his first AC. This is also Plova's, like, one of Plova's ACs before, like, you know, Plova, like, you know, knew how the decal system works. So look, this is a refurbish.
Before he literally got runner-up in Armor Trip 4.
No, that's what I mean. Like, it's up to it's Plova came back, like, and like refurbished this old AC, which is really damn cool. Yes. He had the blue archive AC, which is really funny because Striker is like the most he had the Hololive blue archive AC, I think. That's why it was so funny that Striker chose it, because Striker is like a non-weeb. Like that's I laughed so hard when Plova told me like about the AC, and I was like, that's so funny that Striker chose it, because Striker is the most unweeby person I know. I have a question here in advance in case I'm here. I'm gonna leave later. I don't know. I have a lot of explaining for my AC later. Is it fine if I post like 3 to 4 full messages in your Twitch? For what purpose though, Winterfrost? Striker is like the least anime person I know. I know. Okay, so this is called Levace Trident.
I really like the subtle asymmetry in the left arm there. It's like a different color from the rest of the AC, but it's still blue. And also I like how I wouldn't call them false lights because they don't really glow, but the yellow markings and the blue markings on the left, like the right and left side of the body. And that adds a lot of subtle asymmetry that I really like. So overall, this is a very cohesive and visually like pleasing design, I think. Like the one thing that I might nitpick about is that the Zimmerman looks too bright because it has white as its predominant color, whereas the rest of the AC is like dark blue. But that's basically all.
I guess it's supposed to match up with the left arm, kind of. But it has like the dark blues of like the rest of the body, but it has the white of the left arm.
Though the white is a slightly different tone.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. I do like the underwater, the water. I was just gonna, you go.
Yeah. I definitely think that the Pulse Blade color is 100% a reference to Gura, because like that's the shade of her hoodie, I'm pretty sure, off the top of my head.
It's a Gura, that is a Gura color indeed.
Yeah. Yeah, overall, I
AC
think it's a very
itself.
pleasant looking design. It's another simple but effective one.
I like how
not
the
really that simple because it has a decent amount of decals, but overall, the decals are very minimalist, so that's why I would say it's simple but effective.
Yeah. But yeah, Winterfrost, yeah, sure, you could type it up. It's just I'm not sure if I'll read it. No promises. I'll try to though, if it's appropriate. But in terms of this AC, on the right side, there's like yellow lights, and then on the left, it's like a blue, like a sky blue. I like that asymmetry. It's a very interesting way to. It's a really simple, interesting way to do asymmetry. The left arm does look interesting.
With all like the lines on the shoulder, that's a cool design element, I think.
I just can't decide if it seems like a mismatch or if it works. Yeah.
I don't know. I think it works.
I'm unsure. I have to admit, I'm unsure. Yeah, and yeah, you're.
Okay,
someone said the Zims look very like out of place, but sorry that they help the AC not look too dark and washed out. Maybe I'm not sure. I'm like teetering at the several things.
The AC looks dark and washed out to begin with.
It looks clean.
I think the AC without the Zim, if I cover the Zim on my screen, it still looks like a very like nice AC. I actually think the white on the Zim distracts from the AC. So, just a matter of perspective, I guess. Art is subjective.
I feel like I'm like just like teetering on the edge. I'm not sure, huh? I have to admit, I'm like, I don't know. Oh, it's like Plovuk says, can I join VC to explain my AC? Should we allow that? What do you think?
What to say?
Plovuk says like they want to join the VC to explain the AC.
Well, I mean, usually we like because Plova was a judge for this, so usually we did only invite judges to talk about the finalists and the winning builds. But I mean, Moby, like if you want to, I personally don't mind.
Yeah, sure, Plova, but you have exactly 1 minute. Okay. You have join a VC. Join a VC.
I'm going to
time you.
Bathroom break. Be right back.
Let's see. Timer. There you go. All right, Plova. Hello, Plova. How are you?
Hello. How's it going?
Hello. All right, you have 1 minute starting now. Explain your AC.
So yeah, I'm just gonna talk a bit about the things you said. So for one, the Zim was completely by accident. I left it on since my original design in Armor Trip 1, and I just completely forgot to change it.
I see.
The second thing would probably be the lines on the left shoulder. If you look at like the front plating, can you see what letter that spells? Just out of curiosity.
The front plating?
Like, do you see like the left portion of the left shoulder? It spells an A. So that's another girl reference.
That one. I see. I see.
And then the final one would be, you can't really see it, but it's on the left forearm. It's the thermal hyaline circulation, or haline circulation.
I see.
That's 1 minute. All right, I'm out of here.
Okay. Thank you, Plova. Okay. Some of the explanation really helped. I see. You know, typical Plova, like that's a classic Plova, like putting in HoloLive references in all of your AC, right? I mean, it's very sweet that you made a Guru themed like AC. I think it's very sweet of you. But yeah, like I think that does make sense so much as to why the Zims look so out of place. It's because he put it in by accident. Overall, I think the part that I'm unsure of, Plova, is just like the left arm and like the weapons, the front weapons in particular. I think like there's a bit of like disharmony, so I'm not sure like I'm like, doing the little wink about it. But other than that, I see a lot of small decals that like you put in that like really improve the overall look of the AC. I think if it just has a bit more harmony with like its weapons in particular, it would make sense. Or if you just leaned in more on like the reference part where, oh, it's supposed to look like Guro's hoodie or whatnot. I think leaning in a little bit more to the whole, to have that be the whole thing, because like the blade itself also looks very different from the whole AC. So I have to like the pulse blade. So I have to admit, I almost feel like the references are kind of clashing with the AC overall. So I feel like if you're gonna make a reference, to lean in on that all the way and make this ACS its own thing. Just like how the AC you had previous that you got the runner up for in Armored Drip 4, like the one that Striker chose, that one felt like the whole package. Yes, it was a reference of like it was a reference of two different media, and yet both of them you combined them both seamlessly. I feel like here it needs a little bit of work. That's my personal opinion, if that makes sense, Plova. Admitting that I spent too much time researching and drawing, but not too much time decal. Yeah. Yeah, Plova was just explaining like that the A here is supposed to represent Guro's.
I heard some of it.
Okay. But basically put the what I said, Inhibit, was that I feel that like Plova's AC in Armored Drip 4, the runner-up that Striker chose, it's seamlessly
a lot more cohesive.
Huh?
Like you thought it was a lot more cohesive?
Yeah, it blended two concepts together seamlessly. The whole AC was not at conflict with itself, but here I feel like the colors are kind of clashing a little bit, like the reference. So my opinion was Plova needs to make an AC dedicated to the reference and as its own thing, rather than have this AC kind of hold some random different colors into it, or just lean into it harder. So that's my personal opinion. I feel like there's a bit of a clashing going on color wise, but that's just how I see it.
Fair enough. I personally really like it, but I've already explained, and like obviously we have two different opinions on that, and yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay. So what's next? I feel like we rarely disagree, but like it does happen sometimes.
Yeah, and I almost like it when it happens. Like I like it when both things happen at like, you know, at times, because hey, like, you know, if we agreed all the time, it wouldn't be as fun. But on the other hand, if we disagreed all the time, it would be a bit of a headache. But like I like how that like we can agree on a lot of things, but like when we disagree, we have like we can always hear the other person out like very clearly, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
I think we have a good balance of that.
Anyways, yeah. So shall we move on to the next one?
This is Jacodo's 621 Raven. So, backstory: in a skirmish against the Rubicon Liberation Front, Arquebus launches the experimental Autonomous Core, a design based loosely off the designs of the old Coral-based machinery. The test proves to be a complete failure when mid-battle, Unit 621 turned it against Arquebus, completely wiping out all corporate units in the field. Unit 621, dubbed Raven by the RLF, has decided to join the war against the corporations on Rubicon, while some of its Rubiconian comrades grow uneasy in its presence. One thing is certain: Unit 621 Raven abides with Rubicon. Oh, so this is like an alternate lore thing where 621 is not an augmented human, it's an AI gone rogue that helps the Rubicon Liberation Front. I see. I could already see one problem though, Jacodo. Please turn off HDR.
Turn off HDR.
Yes, if HDR makes the
I
game
already
look better.
Mentioned in like the server.
Yeah, what's up?
Like I already mentioned it to him in the server when he posted, but like he decided not to resubmit his images. But I'm pretty sure next time he'll like, because apparently he played through the entire game like this.
Well, I think
and he didn't realize until I gave him advice and told him how to turn it off.
No. So what HDR does is that whenever you try to stream it or take a picture of it, it's washed out. But I think if you just have it on and and you're just playing the game, it doesn't look any different. It's when you try to stream it or take a picture of it.
Yeah, but like they were saying about how all of their pictures that they've took throughout the entire campaign
now,
look like
I see.
It was supposed to look like that. Yeah.
That is unfortunate. That is funny though.
So I've already told them how to turn it off.
So Jacodo never once questioned why.
Yes.
That's funny. I'll do my best to take. I was there to witness it. I was laughing my butt off, bruh. I mean, it's hard to judge it because the colors are so washed out. But like from what I see, the decals are very well done already.
It is a little bit hard to judge.
The colors are already very well
I do
decaled,
think the
which I like.
font choice for some of the text could be changed a little bit, like the autonomous unit text on the left shoulder. It just looks like regular, like it's just Calibri.
It looks like an essay text, format, right? Doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly, right. It's Cambria. It's just,
like one of the basic Helvetica, like Times New Roman.
Don't use like a basic text, like don't use a basic font. Use like
something straighter,
like,
yeah. Something different. Something that doesn't look like an essay.
Nitpicky, but yeah.
Yeah, but overall, I do really like the white decals. They are a little bit
the white and the
numerous.
Red is a great color combination.
Yeah, is this red? I thought it was supposed to be orange.
Oh, I don't know. We don't know because of the HDR.
I don't know either. What part are we on right now? We're almost at the finals.
I like the asymmetry. Yeah.
Canada AC.
No, actually, we are basically at the finals. This is the last build before we talk about the finalists.
Okay.
Yeah. So I like the asymmetry in the left arm, and I like how the pile bunker has been colored to kind of match the rest of the arm. All the red and white alternating accents look really good. Some of the decals, like on the thighs, you can see they're a little bit stretched in a weird way, but like obviously that's pretty easy to adjust for. But overall, I think it doesn't really do anything too complicated, but it's very clean looking, very consistent, and I think it's a nice AC. I would love to see it without HDR on, but yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Hi Jinx. I'm sorry you missed yours. Here, let me just turn on YouTube. I'll turn on DVR just for you. Okay. So if any of you missed your entries, you could watch it back now, and the VOD will still be up as usual. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, all I got is I wish I just turn off HDR. I think this AC, it's clear that like it's colored very nicely, like so that the whole thing is like very consistent. It does a very key thing and it does it well.
Yeah.
I almost wonder if it could have somehow leaned in more on the autonomous aspect. Like maybe adding some,
just putting the decals like autonomous unit on there is really like tell not show.
Like maybe putting like a halide, you know, like
detail.
From 2001 Space Odyssey, maybe putting like a halide somewhere. Generally computers,
or make it seem a bit more mechanical than like or like maybe chuck like a radar dome on the chest or something. Oh, sorry, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, you can finish up first.
Oh no, that was it.
I was just gonna add that generally computers that drive themselves, right? They have a lot of cameras everywhere. Heck, like the self-driving cars is a 360 camera on top. That's why the thing spins so fast.
Yeah.
So in that vein, computers. What's the advantage of a computer AI? They could process a lot of information instantaneously. So show us that there should be camera lenses all over this damn thing. So that you could get a lot of information all at once. Like even if it makes no sense to you, even if you go, oh, like, but you know, darn AC's connected to the pilot's brain already. It's like, yeah, but you need to show us, exaggerate things, you know? It's kind of like, why are movie sword fights so swingy, so spinny? Because it tells emotion better than a real sword fight, which is a lot of safe poking and little very subtle swings. It doesn't translate very well. Why are kung fu movies fights not like real life? Because like it's about telling something. It's about exaggerating things. Why are so many fantasy
telling
swords?
Me that kung fu movies aren't real?
I'm sorry. I wish they were real. I wish people fought like that for real. But like I wish everyone could train to become like Jackie Chan in movies. But anyways, like, or you know, why are fantasy swords so big, exaggerated looking? Like they're huge, right? Guts' sword. Because you know it tells a good it communicates things. So in that way, I think like you know it should have leaned in more on the autonomous aspect, more cameras everywhere. Like that's what I personally do. like camera lenses all over the place.
I agree.
Yeah, Genix JP. So I enabled DVR, so if you refresh on YouTube, you should be able to wind back to where your AC was. Okay, but yes, that's overall all I got. And also, yes, turn off HDR.
Yeah.
Hang on, I gotta do this. I have to do this. If you want to see what we did, I added these reactions. All right. So we're finally at the finalists, right?
So now we're yeah. So first of all, let's look at Crimson Bowl by Sean B1. I sent in the message I sent you. There should be all the links to all the posts.
Yes.
So
That's
they're
very
not in
convenient.
order. They're not in order.
Yeah, just tell me which one is which. So this one's by Sean B1, the Crimson Bull, one of the finalists.
Yes.
Crimson Bull pilot Brutus. He was a former PCA lieutenant who betrayed the PCA during an attack on Lock Station 31. He brazenly attacked his captain, killing him for unknown reasons. The killing of a captain stoked confusion among the ranks, allowing the mercenary group to leak sensitive information, also allowing the lieutenant and the Mercury group to escape. Afterwards, Brutus was reported later weapon stealing, buying parts to make a custom AC with enhanced sensors and other armaments to aid his mercenary needs. Now he on Rubicon after hearing of a substance called coral, if it was powerful enough to scorch an entire planet, he figures Arquebus or Balin will pay a small fortune for it. Now on Rubicon, he is seeking long-lost Institute weaponry and the coral. He will not allow the PCA or any other mercenary to stop him from claiming this fortune. Okay. Oh, the colors. I love how... Oh, like false lighting on the eyes.
That's a really nice shade of red.
It's
and, like,
it's
the visor.
really nice. Yeah, the artificial light to make the eyes look bigger than they are is so nice. You're right. The red is a really nice color and gloss. God, that's nice. Oh.
Like, if you look closely at the visor, you can see there are little like dimples in it.
Yes.
Those look so cool. Like, and
this
if
is
you
such
remember,
a cool photo.
Yeah, if you remember, Skull and like when Skull and Gabriel submitted his like crisis themed builds, like that's the kind of like vibe the visor that I'm getting, like with all like the hexagons and stuff in it.
Yeah. It does the whole, like, you know, it's explained that, like, you know, this is a custom AC. It sells the fantasy of, hey, this AC is made with some of the nicest technology that legal and illegal markets could buy. Choosing this exact arm is a really good choice. I like that because it has that feeling of, oh, this is like, this is not common technology, and the whole thing
looks
just
experimental.
Fits. Yeah, it looks experimental, and I like it looks experimental, illegal, all sorts of things. Like it just looks in that way, and I like it. And you're right, the shade of the colors are just what really make everything pop. The teal makes it super bright. The red is the exact nice color. That's just very pleasing to the eye. There's just enough decal so that it's not bare looking too much. Yeah, I like this. Holy shit, this is nice.
Yeah.
Also, these photos.
I also really appreciate how subtle the placement of the false vents are on the core. They almost look like they're supposed to be there, like with the false lighting on the core, but also the vents on them, like the trapezoidal like vents.
Yeah. Ogawa said probably
that's a really good placement for them.
Yeah. Ogawa said probably a LiDAR. If it's spinning fast, it's better for object detection. Yeah, but like, you know, that's what I mean though. Like computers, like they usually have a lot of cameras that they could like, or, you know, a single, whatever it may be. They have lots of lenses, you know, because they can't feel like us.
Sensors, basically.
Yeah. But yeah, I like this. Look, like there's like these, it's just a lot of little details, and it makes a good statement just by looking at it. And it actually looks really nice in the dark because of like when you crank up the exposure a little bit. That's really cool. I'm not surprised this one finalist. Fuck yeah. Have a like. This is cool.
I mean, unfortunately, we can't look at it in game because
PlayStation
Sony build, but Yeah, it's always nice to see console players get into finalists because
As usual.
all representation is good.
Indeed. All right, what's next?
Next up, we have Monk Warrior by Ignatius.
Okay.
It was actually a tie for 5th place between Monk Warrior and Madness 2.0, but let's just look at one first. Like, we'll have to look at one of them first. So.
Getting Samus vibes? Yeah, that is true. I do agree, Ethan. So this one's by Ignatius, who was in the chat earlier. Mom, I'm on TV. Yes, you are, Real Slayer. So many in the Rubicon Liberation Front follow Father Dolmayan's teachings. Yet, so few understand what exactly he tried to teach. Secretive and secluded, this brotherhood of choral monks seems to understand the text and the meaning behind it. No one will change the nature of mankind, and these monks will follow Dolmayan's ideas even after their leader's death. All their ACs are inscripted with hymns and slogans. Some say the pictures of a woman in the coral waves isn't a poetic, inspiring fantasy, but a real warning. No matter what happens, these pilots ensure that coral will abide Rubicon, even if only dying embers remain. Ooh, I like the concept already. Oh,
These
shit.
pictures are really awesome. Like, do you have it loaded up on, like, in-game right now, or?
I'm taking a look at the pictures first. Let's see.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my god. Like, the idea of a monk warrior AC is fucking cool. I gotta take a look at the game.
This gives me massive, like, 40k vibes.
Right?
It almost looks like a chaos marine. Or like some sort of like tech priest or something. And actually tech, like, it gives me massive Warhammer 40k tech priest vibes.
Praise the ominous Haya. Is this Russian or something else?
I think it's maybe it's Cyrillic. I'm not sure.
Oh, you can see the pictures of the lady that like haunted Father Dolmayan. Or at least what's supposed to represent. Oh my god. Look how wet. I love how weathered it is. This is a warrior monk, not just a monk. Peace is not what this monk.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. You would be surprised, guys, how
Also,
many warlike monks existed throughout history.
Yeah. I mean, okay, one design element that I really, really like in his part choice. I know it's a full Basho frame, but the fact that the Basho head looks like a hood really gives, like, enhances the monk vibes.
You're so right. Wait, you're so right.
And, like, he's decaled, like, the edge, like, the front edge of, like, Basho head to look like the kind of, like, flap, like, the front flap of the hood that's, like, embroidered.
Yeah. Dude, this is cool.
Overall, it's a very
such a unique
cohesive and
concept.
very nice looking AC.
Yes,
Yeah.
look, this is a concept that, like, they focused on a concept that allowed them to do so much. Oh, like, this is what I mean, like, concept. What a cool concept. Like, having a bunch of religious people, like, make Father Dolmayan, like, their prophet is such a cool idea. It's so neat. And you're right, the hood thing is really cool. That's probably one of those unintentional, but goddamn, it works when you look at that way type things. Because, like, probably using the Basho frame because Father Dolmayan used it. Yeah. Oh my god, this is so fucking neat.
Part of me wonders why Hoku, like, I know like internal parts don't really factor into the AC, but like the generator does change the booster color, right? And I wonder why they didn't choose a coral generator.
Maybe they couldn't. Maybe they just, like, because coral generators
Budget
are supposed
constraints.
to be... Really though, like, these monks are not exactly rich.
That's
like,
true.
And yes, they say coral by the Rubicon, but Father Dolmayan didn't use a coral generator. Like, on top of that, like, coral generators are in lore as some of the rarest, most prized things, So I think that's probably why. But I could see, but like, I think that's probably it. It's really going into the whole lore. My god, it's based on Orthodox Great Shima Retire. Let's see.
Yeah, that's what it was reminding me of, because like Orthodox priests wear like robes and stuff with like embroidered like trims and stuff. Yeah.
I see. Yeah. Oh my god. I could hear a hymn in my head. I don't even know which one.
Coral red.
Right? Look, this one is even coral red right here. Look.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Nice. Dude, this is a killer concept.
Overall,
Holy shit.
Good
Dude,
concept,
you
excellent
cooked.
execution.
Ignatus.
Yeah.
Coral abide to Rubicon. Holy shit. This is such a cool concept. Even just writing the lore, it's such a neat concept. Reason 1 Coral is gens are hard to use in PvP, and I was running PvP on it. Reason 2 Dolmine was using Aorta, so putting NGI wouldn't really fit. Coral gens are rare. Oh, wait, I didn't even know Dolmine used Aorta. Isn't Aorta also a Coral
Wait,
generator?
you didn't know? Yeah.
I did not know. I did not know. That's actually cool. I did not know. I was too busy kicking his ass. He was annoying. We need a writer's corner in the server. Like this yeah, that'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool. Just write AC6 like fan lore. That'd be really awesome. FromSoft, there's talent everywhere.
Wouldn't that be included under art thread? Because writing is art, right?
That is true. Yeah, we do have an art thread, so hey, feel free to write over there. It is legal now.
If you want to do creative writing, chuck it in art.
Yeah, writing is art. But overall, Ignatus, I love this concept. It's fucking awesome. Like, you absolutely cooked. Holy crap. All right.
Solid concept, amazing execution.
No complaints. Zero complaints
here. I
here.
don't have anything else to say.
This is one of the coolest lores I've ever that naturally falls into like the lore of Rubicon so well. Spread lore and art. Yep. All right, what's next?
Next up is Madness 2.0 by McLove.
McLove
My Life. Yeah.
All right, so let's take a look at this one, and then we'll take a look at it in game. Yep. Oh, it's so sleek.
Do you see the eyes on the Alba shoulders there? Like the eyeballs?
Like it's a common, it's called madness, right? So I'm thinking like schizophrenia.
Yeah.
If you've seen like some of the art from like, did you see that? Did you hear about that one story about this artist who had schizophrenia, was recently diagnosed with it? So he, not recently, but like at the time recently. So he drew every day to slowly like show everyone what he was seeing.
Yeah.
And like he's like at one point there was like an eyeball on like his hand or something like that. Kind of like that. It's kind of like I kind of I'm looking at it that way. Yay, that's my mech. Hello, Jared. Yes, we're looking at your mech. It's very sleek, very very sleek. I love the asymmetry of like the single arm, and like there's even some gradients like covering the core.
Yeah, there's a gradient going from the arm to the shoulder,
almost like the madness is taking over,
and like to the center of the core.
Oh, I like it. It's like the madness is taking over. I like that. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, the eyeballs are very pronounced.
There's a lot, like, I really like that gradient, like the partial gradient going into the core.
I know, I fucking love it when people do that.
Yeah.
There's even a gradient on the arm as well, like different shades of little red to make it not look too bare.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Like, there's a lot of subtle detail work being put into this that I really appreciate.
Yeah, the colors are just done well. The colors are done so well. There's a little bit of tail thing here. This is like the antithesis to like the Gunpla style of having little text here and there.
Yeah. Like, this is a prime example of how simple, even like simple decal jobs, like basically the only decals that are here are the gradients on the core, the stripe down the middle of the head, the name of the AC on the chest, the eyes, and the gradient on the elbow. And the rest of the AC is basically undecaled, yet this got into finalist.
Yeah,
right? This is proof that simple builds can make it.
It's such a cool concept. Holy fuck. And it's done well. I got nothing to say. Like, I don't know how it doesn't manage to look bare on the other sides, even though all the stuff is like focused on this area.
I'm just noticing.
Huh?
Sorry, I'm just noticing like false vents on the thighs, on the outside of the thighs.
Oh, right here, this one, right? No?
Yeah, there's a false vent there. Yeah, there. That's a false vent.
Holy shit. Dude, you guys, you know that you guys are all like starting to make me question whether it's a false vent or not, because you guys are good, so fucking good at it now. I have to go. It was not originally in. It's kind of like for Korean, you have to figure out which words are English, like not actually in the Korean, like there's a Korean word for it, and which words are just the English words said in a Korean-y way. Like menu. You sit down and you order from a menu. Like shit like that. Like that's how I feel about mechanical details. I'm like, was that always there or was that not? I'm starting to lose track of my sanity. I'm starting to lose track of my reality. Evidently, you didn't play the game enough.
Did you say, Obi?
The fuck you
did
say?
you say that you're descending into madness?
Right? I'm descending into madness. The fuck you say? The cave. You see this? 946. I did sleep through quite a bit of it, but what do you mean I didn't play through enough of it? Screw you! Not all of us win tournaments in our sleep, Negave. Okay, that's not why. That shouldn't be a metric as to if I played the game a lot or not. I mean, to be fair, again, I slept
Also,
through
Negave,
at least
good
part
timing.
of it.
You're up next.
Haha, good. Don't leave. But honestly, like, I'm surprised. Yeah, like, I'm surprised that like the legs don't look so bare, but like it's just this part's done so well, and the whole, it's clear that the concept is supposed to be, hey, the rest of the AC looks very clean and straight and orderly, but then like there's some madness going on, slowly infesting the rest of the AC. No, like we could even make our own lures with something like this. So yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. Like this is peak show not tell, because there's so many things you can interpret from this.
Yeah. Brother, you are a content creator for the game and you have less than 2k over, like 2k hours less. Yeah, but you play the game religiously. That's different, okay? If I come,
I mean, Negev also does decaling and PvP, so like Negev actually engages completely with the game, like more than like a lot of people, I think.
Yeah, and the way I engage with the game as a content creator is through DaVinci Resolve, okay? The editing software. If I had my DaVinci Resolve hours, I swear to God, I might have more hours than you. I might, like, truly. But yes. Regardless. Negave being sassy as usual aside. Yeah, Keku you away. But anyways, this looks good. Like, I got no critiques of it. It somehow even transcends my normal critiques of, oh, this place looks bare, because it's just done so well, and it makes sense why. It almost makes sense why it's bare, and even then it's not really, because it's got the mechanical extra detail in it. So honestly, holy shit, people I feel
this is why context matters, I think.
I'm sorry if I say this every fucking
like,
time, but I feel like people this fashion core have cooked.
Yeah.
You were saying?
Anyways, I was gonna say, I 100% agree. And shall we move into Geb's build next?
All right. I did all but tourneys. I tried tourneys a few times here and there. I mostly casted them with Striker. So let's take a look.
Next up is Solar Sea by Negev, which is a Girls Frontline reference. There's a insert song with the same title.
Awake from a long
And
dream.
the quote the quote is lyrics from the song.
No way under endless ray to run free. That sounds depressing. Sounds girls frontliney. Hey, look, the guy who rushed all his work. Hey, you made it to finalist. That's for someone who rushes their work.
There's so much subtle detail in this AC. Oh my god.
That's the
I
game.
feel like you really need to look at it.
Every single one of the game's ACs is always subtle detail. That's like his whole thing.
You need to look at it in game to know its full potential. Genuinely, like its pictures do not do it justice. Like I feel like Negev's upped his decal. He's upped his picture game a lot, but his designs really look better in game than they do in any of the pictures.
Okay. Let's take a look at that. Also, thanks guys. I'll work even harder for next round. Love you guys. I'm gonna eat my dinner and pass out. Have a great night. That sounds like a great night. I hope you have a great night, Jared. Loved your AC. The inspiration is Blue Sphere. Okay.
like, do you see that like scale pattern on the core? Like, you can't see it until you go close up on the core.
Wow.
Look
Holy
at
shit.
that.
Holy shit.
Like, that is amazing. I really dig that.
The color choices are the color combination
And,
is
like, the
interesting. Do you have
full
anything to say?
size.
Oh yeah. Look at that, looks cool.
It feels like Negev also like, besides doing a lot of subtle detail, Negev is also known for putting like race car and like just like car references in his builds, and those stripes look definitely like racing stripes. I can't tell you
Like the
exactly
Ford
what
GT,
car it's from.
It looks like a Ford GT
Yeah,
stripe
yeah,
because
yeah.
Ford GT's always been white and blue.
Yeah, kind of actually.
Yeah. What is
Yeah.
this?
So, okay, I'm not sure what this is, but it kind of looks like a rock that's been chipped open and you like find like crystals inside, but I'm not sure what this design element is
Nagabe,
doing.
would you like your 1 minute
That's the only bit of nitpicking that I want to do.
Oh, Nagabe, would you like your 1
I don't
minute of
understand
sanctioned
it.
time to interview time? Got some gunpla like decals here and there. Interesting color combination is all I gotta say. Like orange, blue, red, white. Like interesting color combination, I will say.
It all works really well together though.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Like that's not a color
And I
combination.
think they're
really
all the similar tone. Like, even though they're obviously not like the same color.
Yeah.
But
All right, Nagabe, let me drag you in. Yeah, little details here and there you'll miss if you don't like zoom in. This is apparently a rushed work, but honestly, that's like Nagabe's whole thing. Like he never has a finished work. Everything is always rushed.
yeah.
That's kind of his mark. Hello, Nagabe.
You're
Nagabe.
muted.
Nagabe, you're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
Great, hello.
Hello. Okay, cool. Would you like to tell us a little bit about what you see? Particularly, also tell us about this little area right here.
Like,
This
yeah,
little-
what is that?
What is that?
That is a kind of experimental texture that I was working on.
Ah.
It's called case
It kind of looks
hardening.
like StarCraft, like Protoss kind of colors.
Let me toss you a
Protoss
picture of
eyeballs.
it. Where should I put a? I have an example picture I want to put. Where should I?
Put it in the here, how about this? Put it in the live chat. Put it in the
don't
live
have
chat.
a chat in this channel.
Yes, there is. Oh, you don't? Okay, fine. Put it in general. General lobby.
Right.
Oh.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I
Oh.
told you it was like kind of like a rock pattern, like
Yeah.
that you like sometimes find inside of like geodes and stuff.
Yeah. Is this like the model 1887 or something? Sorry, is that the wrong gun? I'm sorry. I've committed a gun sin.
Yes, I forgot was the model number of this.
1887, I think,
A
right?
lot of companies like remake lever actions, though.
Yeah, Terminator style. But anything else you could tell us about this AC?
Well, I made this AC purely because I found a weapon set that I can make flashbangs out of.
Like what? Let's see. I see like the Nebula, the Coral Missile, the fucking Aurora, and the fucking shotgun. All these cause
Ooh.
huge explosions.
Let me just find. Okay, there we have it. Yeah, flashbang.
Ah, my eyes. What the fuck is this? I can't even see shit in this one. Oh my
Yes, exactly.
God. Oh my god. That's so you
What the
made
f-
this whole concept just off the fact that cuz you like the weapon set. I see.
Yes, and then I come across the theme song of GFL.
Mhm.
I run into it again after like months.
Mhm.
Okay, the name kind of fits the build.
Flashbangs.
Then okay, yeah, I'll just make this into a GFL reference. So
Fair
I made
enough.
it out.
Weebs try not to put like anime references in their AC challenge impossible.
Well, what do you mean by anime references? Girls Frontline doesn't have an anime.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's true. That is true.
It doesn't exist.
That's true. That's true.
It
Just like
doesn't exist.
just like Pacific Rim 2 and the sequels, like the Star Wars sequels, they don't exist. That's true. That's true. But okay. But anyways, thank you, Negave. Thank you so much, Negave.
Yeah, thanks, man.
All right, have a good night. But yes, overall, yeah, like, I don't have much to say because like it's the game's work. Like it's very meticulous, despite the fact that he always says it's rushed. It's meticulous work. There's usually not any big issues with anything he does. It's just it is funny that like we criticize this, and I still think we're right to do so. Simply because, also, what the fuck are you still here in the game? Anyways, I still think it's right to criticize it because like he just did this as an experiment and he just left it there.
Honestly, like that's kind of based. I don't know.
That's very in the game. It's very him.
Yeah.
The game is one of those I'm unapologetically him type guys. So you know what? Yeah, like for a dude like this talented, you know, I guess he could get away with it, right? Yeah, it's pleasing to look at. Like, and I could barely even tell you why, except for there's a lot of decals at work.
Oh man, there's so many like false paneling on the head as well.
Yeah. So cool. Oh my god, there's a pattern on the head too. Nice.
Yeah, like do you see like it's like a kind of like mechanical bit with wires coming out of it?
Yeah, I didn't notice that part. I have to admit. Huh. I mean, it makes sense. It's the radar one. The hammerhead part looks better folded and extended. It can definitely. I wish that was an option. I also made it as alien as possible to flip blue sphere. I see. But yeah, I got nothing else to say. It's good.
Yeah, same.
It real good. Who next?
Next up, we have Retro's build, Painted Soul.
Oh wow, Retro's been painting for a while now, so let's see how Retro cooked.
He's finally done with it.
Oh, is this
He really cooked with this. It's like the watercolor one.
I think this is my last one. Unless I lose, I have a backlog of ACs to post. Should we pretend like this never won finalist so that he would still post? I'm kidding. The AC showcases a mix of mechanical detail and Japanese water painting inspired elements. It depicts disconnected mountains, rivers, and cliff sides that flow into each other. Coral pulses through the AC as the vents try to desperately cool its overheating core. The pilot uses the cannon in its mouth as a last resort. P.S. He huffs coral in his free time while painting his AC. Okay. All right, let's see.
Honestly, I think it's a really unique design that like design element to make the normal Melander eye as a mouth, like a mouth cannon. And Retro's put like new eyes on like the top of the head.
Oh, Retro, you need photo taking lessons. Let's take a look at the actual AC.
Yeah.
Take some notes from EM.
But yeah, those paint, like the painting elements of it look absolutely stellar. Like it genuinely looks like someone took a giant brush and like painted stuff on the neck. Like this is awesome.
Oh, there's like a Bible verse on there too. Oh. Wow, I the pictures made it look like it was just random like colors. Now I see
It's
more
not
clearly.
random.
Now I see more clearly.
Yeah. This is genuinely stunning. Like I feel like this is the only AC that I've seen that uses decal resolution to its advantage because it looks like brush strokes.
Yeah, like watercolor, like old traditional watercolor.
Yeah. So like of course the watercolor is going to be a bit messy and runny in some parts, and
it's super crisp.
Yeah, like no other
this
build uses low resolution
to its advantage.
Yeah, that's super crisp. But like the ones on like the legs and the core, those are kind of blurry, but that actually enhances the feel of it.
Oh my god, it looks like an ink blot. Look, this area looks like an ink blot. Holy shit! And like this shoulder's black and this shoulder's white, but so the trees are white here. Oh my god. Yeah. Isaiah 54:17.
This is genuinely impressive work.
What is it? What's Isaiah 54:17? No weapon forged against you will prevail, and you will refute every tongue that accuses you. Oh. Real quote. The only thing I'm not sure about is like the head. Are these supposed to be extra eyes?
Yes, they are. Those are supposed to be the actual eyes of it because.
Oh yeah, because the eye is actually a cannon.
You like reflavored the. Yeah, the eye's actually a cannon. What I do really like is the exposed mechanical detail and the wiring on the side of the head.
Oh yeah. I will admit the eyes look a
also
little
on,
goofy
like,
to
the
me
core.
for some reason.
Yeah, same.
But
I
like
do think so, but
the head's not my favorite part, but the rest of the AC, it's so pretty and so unique.
Yeah, 100%.
Holy shit!
Like,
this
I've never
is
seen
awesome.
an AC that looks like this.
Yeah, it's so unique. Holy crap!
Like, this is well deserving of a finalist build.
Yes, holy crap! People are cooking this time, dude. Retro, nice job, buddy. Holy crap!
Like, this is genuinely impressive work in my like. If I was a judge, I would put this as one of my top 3.
Yeah, I put this down as well, which I said for like 4 times now, meaning I would definitely be one of the judges that suffer and go, which one do I choose? Yeah, it's beautiful. Holy shit, it's like a beautiful water painting. Yeah, exactly, Winter Frost. But yes, I'm not surprised it's made the finalist. Holy shit.
Yeah.
What do the winners even look like? Yeah, I mean, I already said that a billion times by now, so. But yeah, holy crap, Retro. This is good. My only nitpick is that the eyes look kind of goofy. Like, it, you know, just looking at it like this, I don't know. But aside from that, this is beautiful. Retro, you absolutely cooked. Okay,
Alright.
what next?
Let's move on to the next build, which is Humblebee by Deep Dive Dwarf.
Humblebee.
Actually, this time we had a 3-way tie for second place
Oh my god.
for the judge vote.
Holy shit, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so DDD said, no fancy lore for this one. The idea of Humblebee started approximately 1.5 years ago when I came across Vatividia's The Search for the Best Build in Armored Core 6 at 826. Here,
Oh god, AC6 is 1.5 years old.
I'm old. I'm a fossil. Oh god. I really like the gameplay style, looks, and theme of the build, especially since I have a keen eye for bees and robots combined. Here, Vati showcases a build called Worker Bee. Okay. After examining the build further, I thought, yeah, I can make this look better, so I made this AC. I would like to state that this AC's combat effectiveness is quite bad compared to Worker Bee, hence the name Humblebee, but hey, it looks neat, right? Oh, wow.
I really like the
love
idea of using the drones as like bees.
Yeah. Oh, nice. God, I love the little like things you put here. Go forth, my buzzy workers.
It's like that go my scarab meme, but like bees.
Go, my bees. Sting his asshole. All right, let's see.
Whoa, what? Moby, what the fuck did you just say?
I didn't say anything. It's all in your imagination.
Uh-huh.
Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah, it's probably
I
could
have
borrow
to say
Cher's design. Yeah.
for Meza, arms and legs with knocked core always looks so good and gives me a lot of like Evangelion vibes.
Yeah. Are you seeing this color, Inhibit? The color
Yeah.
of the head? It's perfect.
That is awesome.
It's
Like,
perfect.
It almost looks like honey. It looks like honey.
Yeah, it's perfect. And like it's a perfect canvas for the decals too. Oh my god.
I don't have anything else to say about
And
this
I do
build
agree
except
with you.
Wow.
I do agree with you with the oh my god.
Like that is
What?
awesome.
Wow. Wow.
And
It looks
the
like the-
subtle gradients that are everywhere. Like there's like a subtle orange yellow shift like on the core, on the arms.
Wow. What the
It's a stunning
What?
looking build and
It's
well deserved of, like, a
astonishing.
finalist
Oh
bid.
my god.
Yeah.
What the shit? Yeah, DDD cooked here, man. And yeah, you're right. It does look like a bee's head. That's why it's like a darker color. Yeah. They have like a fuzzy brown head sometimes. depending on the species. Oh, it's so pleasant to look at because like that.
Decals on the legs are even great. I really like the orange highlights on the knee.
Yeah,
that like fill in the gaps there.
Yeah, I've always thought hexagonal patterns like this look really pleasant and orderly, and oh, it just looks so nice. I will admit, some part of me wonders what it would look like without these like cartoon bees here, but hey, it fits the aesthetic. Holy shit.
Wait, I want to see what this looks like without all the decals. What does this look like without decals?
Sure.
Go and delete all the decals.
Yep, this is what it this is what it looks like without the decals. It still looks nice. The colors are still very well chosen.
Yeah, it still looks nice.
But look, it's
like,
bare. There's nothing here. There's nothing here.
Yeah.
This
just goes to show how much effort and like was put into all the decals and the placement.
Yeah, look at this.
This is beautiful.
I wonder why there's a little bit of purple. Oh.
Huh. I don't think I noticed that.
Yeah, let's see what it looks like in the decals version.
I mean, purple and yellow work really well together. So,
yeah, all the colors just work.
There would be some purple on there.
Holy shit, this looks so... God damn!
It's a very pretty AC.
It's beautiful. It's unfortunate that Vetividia no longer makes cool AC type stuff because there's so much more than the ACs that he showcased.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I've just been here. I've just been a silent viewer. Hey, yeah, we are just gushing. Holy, we're just gushing over your AC. It's so good.
I have nothing bad to say about this. Like, I genuinely have nothing bad to say about this.
I gotta say, this is my most artistically made AC.
Except
I mean,
maybe the bees, but like, I like that design element. Honestly,
I would definitely take a version that doesn't have the cartoon bees.
More whimsical.
Yeah, but I would definitely love a version that doesn't have the cartoon bees. But like, it's not bad enough that I do anything beyond mention it for a moment. Holy shit, it's gorgeous. It is. Holy shit.
And there's like subtle asymmetry in the arms as well. Mostly because of how like Firmeza arm is, but
yeah. Unfortunately, I feel like this is my limit, dude. I mean, there are people here who would dream of having this as your limit. That's all I could say.
Yeah.
You cooked.
You cooked. You absolutely fucking cooked.
If I was Uncle Roger, I would give you the uncle title right now. Holy shit. Fuyo! God damn. So that's all I gotta say. I'm tired of gushing. This is good. This is good. This is good.
Yeah.
Okay. What
So
next?
good. Next we have Home Sweet Home by Espalier. Another second place for a judge vote.
Okay.
But we can't look at this one in game because it's a PlayStation build, but
okay. So John Johnson is an enigma on Rubicon, the sole member of the Rubicon Homeowners Association. John enforces HOA code violations as a part of an elaborate delusion where he's keeping his planetary neighborhood safe for his long dead wife and son, Jane and little Johnny Jr., all while keeping his property value competitive. Neighbors, the Corps, the RLF, etc., submit noise complaints, zoning violations, and even friendly neighborly requests for help from the RHOA and submit payment to the acting treasurer. Home Sweet Home is equipped with an arm-mounted John Deere trencher, a Milwaukee high-capacity nail gun, an Amazon contactless delivery and return platform, and a Ring automated home security and remote monitoring system, a handyman, community leader, and a good neighbor. What the fuck?
it's just a house. It's just a robot house.
Our house in the middle of our house. What the fuck?
Amazing concept, flawless execution.
Tractor on it, holy shit!
Yeah.
Oh, it's so sad. If you look at the lore, it's sad, but it's so funny at the same time. It's a walking house. Oh, and there are windows
That's a
on it, and you
badass
can see
picture,
the outside. Which one?
The one where it's throwing its weapons. The last one.
It's like after a long day of work picture. Oh
Yeah.
my fuck. John Johnson is the name that goes way too hard, man. John Johnson.
John Johnson.
Oh.
Yeah, honestly, I have nothing like to say about this because, okay, other than the fact that the bricks are going vertical on the core, which is a little bit weird, but not that big of a deal.
It gave me a good laugh, and it's a good-looking AC, just objectively well decorated.
Wait, Snailhead is the house chimney. I just realized.
God. Okay, does this house contain a 4x4 on it? I guess so, Winterfrost. Paging House MD. That's the wrong house. Oh my god. This is... the garage is in the core! The garage is in the core! This is like a delusional man's AC. I fucking love it. Holy shit. It looks so bad, unironically badass.
Doors only on
photo
one
too.
side of the AC, and it's not actually mirrored.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I would love to see this as like a boss bat, like a mini boss in the game.
Yes. Like just as like a secret boss or some shit. Just
Yeah.
God. Hey, look, house empty. How do you even know what show that is? Is that beyond your age? House empty. Damn. Oh my god. I wish this was called House empty now. That's so funny. Fuck.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Honestly, I'm just grateful for this AC for making me laugh. That's fucking funny, and it's done really, really, really well.
The execution is pretty damn good.
Holy crap. Why does it look so menacing and dynamic? I know! Look at this! Look at this! It looks like an absolute unit! Like, holy shit! House MT,
I mean,
white
it's not a
certificate.
unit, it's a house.
Inhibit. I do. That's fair. But oh my god. 10 out of 10. I hate that I can't install this! It's a PlayStation, so hey, if you PlayStation people... You get to have something cool like this. Go download it now. Here's the share code right here. Oh my god. Do you have anything to say? Because this is just really funny and it's fucking awesome.
No, I don't have anything to say because what else do you say about this?
House.
It's a house that has legs.
The game. I wish I could give you like a big thumbs up for that. House empty. Fucking hell. Anyways, what's next? That's so good.
Okay,
Let's
next
see.
up, we finally have come to our winners.
Okay.
First of all, we have Gale Icarus by Snowblight, which was our community vote winner.
All right. Hey, Snowblight here. So basically for Gale Icarus, there are many references and inspirations to this AC that I made it come together. The first thing I considered was the theming. It had to be industrial and based on fire and wind. Firelight is a forgery corpo. Firecasters are colossal squad themed around the wind. Oh. For that, I chose the color of black. Sandstorm, brown, orange, and gold, like a thunderbird. A major inspiration was the RGX spear. Oh, the one that I covered. As for the attention to detail, like the stickers, that came from my experience of making Gunpla. The vents were done because I felt like it was lacking on that part, and I didn't want to just put a sticker. Vents were a perfect fit on the industrial feel. Ah. If there was any complaints and regrets though, was the same as the judges. It felt a little bit cluttered, just about right, but also over the edge. And the missed chance to give the right arm a scratch mark is a reference to the protagonist and Maelstrom's previous battle. Gale. That's a cool ass name for an AC as well. Oh.
Yeah. This is another build that's an upgraded version of something that was submitted for Armor Drip 4. This build was I think I mentioned in Armor Drip, like the Armor Drip channel, but this build almost made my top 2.
Holy shit, it looks smexy. What the hell? Let's take a look at it.
Did we look at it in game?
Yeah, we were looking at it in game in the
Yeah.
world. What the hell? Who deleted the thing? That's it. Who deleted your thing? Who said you could delete your thing? It's legal. It's my property now.
That's okay, because Empress probably like updated his decals on it or something.
Okay, but make sure to update this share code later too, on the Discord. It's my property. Not my copyright, but it's my property. Okay, copyright is yours. I mean, actually, it's actually from Soft, but it's also yours. But not but maybe. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. But you know what I don't allow. Okay, don't take it off the Discord. Okay. It is for the public. In regards to images, I asked quite. What happened to the furniture? It just gets moved around all over the place, probably. Okay, so let's take a look. In regards to the images, I asked quite a number of experts on advice on how to take for AC photos. Thank you, Sherry and Jack. Yeah, it's its own separate skill that you should definitely learn.
Yeah,
because like, you know, it's how you get to enjoy it by looking at photos. Oh my, it's immaculate.
There's so much detail in it. Like I honestly feel like it's not as cluttered as some people say it is. Like obviously there's a lot of design elements on it. But I think it's every single decal is very tastefully placed. There is definitely shows intention in my opinion. And just the fact that it's intentionally placed makes it not busy in my opinion. Because you know, like all the stripes actually make sense and they like all converge down onto points, or like they point in certain directions and match the leading lines. And all the decals, the coloring is very consistent with the rest of the AC. And there's a ton of mechanical detail. I especially like those vents in the shoulders. I think I also commented about them when I was on call with you talking about Armor Drip 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me,
like, it's just.
Mhm.
Sorry.
You can go. You can finish up. I thought you finished up. That's why.
No, I'm done.
I was just gonna say, like, so Winter Frost mentioned in his comments in Twitch that he felt that a lot of the judges felt that it was right up the edge of being cluttered, and I do agree, but I wouldn't give it a negative. Like somehow it makes all of this work. Yeah, I feel like if you added even like one more little decal, it would have been cluttered in a weird way. You really are like definitely. The ketchup packet right at the edge of the table, where half of it is like at the edge. You are the ketchup package where if there was like, if I tapped the table slightly, it would fall off, but it's not off. Like it, but yes, it's immaculate. Like every part is so meticulously there. It's so pleasing to look at. It looks luxurious. This looks like, I don't know, like this looks like some rich person hired some famous designer to make like an AC that's never meant for battle. Like, you know those king parade armors like in medieval times where it's like those knight armors, but they're so crazily engraved, but they're not meant for combat because, you know, you don't want to ruin something so nice. That's how it feels.
Yeah.
It's just so pretty and nice to look at. It's just so good.
This is an AC that like Gilgamesh from Fate would pilot.
Yes, exactly. That like if for those of you who don't know, Gilgamesh from Fate, the idea is think of the richest, most powerful guy ever in ancient times. And, like he thinks the everything belongs to him, and gold, he likes gold. So arrogance, you know, all that stuff. Holy shit. Yes, this is like a Gilgamesh AC. Like, and the bronze colored like parts contrasting with the gold and the silver and the black and a little bit of red here and there. Oh, it's perfect. You know, like the Homelander, like he's saying,
King from Branch doesn't deserve his call sign. He should give his call sign to this guy, to this pilot instead.
Say again?
Like, you know how like there's like the branch member like with the call sign king?
Yeah,
He doesn't deserve that call sign.
This
This build does.
This is what a king should look like. My God. Holy fuck. I feel like it was a bit cluttered, but just right. Needed a bit of decals removed. No, I think, like I said, you're like the ketchup packet over the edge. You know that's a good thing if you're not falling off the edge. Like, this is just right.
Like you're straddling the fine line between over detailed and cluttered, and just like,
but it works.
Very like visually pleasing.
But it works. It works. Like when some things are
Everything's
good,
so cohesive, honestly.
Right, and that's what helps. It's kind of like you're packing for like a trip. You got like a bag, like a briefcase bag or whatever, like those like cases, those suitcases. There you go. There's a difference between like if you pack messily, you can only put so much before it becomes cluttered in the inside. If you pack really cleanly with purpose, organization, and smart like organization, you could fit in a lot more. And that's like this. Some things are so good you could start to push and even ignore certain rules. That's kind of like everything. Like with writing and art, there are certain rules that work for most people because most people would do better not breaking them. But for some people, they're so good at their craft that they could either straddle the line more or they could break it entirely. That's like that with the cluttering thing. Where another AC is like with this amount of stuff in it, I would call it cluttered, but it's so cohesive and orderly, it just works. I'm keeping this. I
feel like the fact that a lot of the decals are lines and that the lines align with the leading lines of the existing parts, that really helps make the entire design cohesive and not confusing.
Yes.
It's because everything is so uniform and everything follows the existing design. That's the reason why it feels so cohesive.
Yes. Hey,
if a single decal was misaligned, it would look messy.
Hey, Winter, this is gonna sound really... No, I was just gonna say something real quick. Winter, would it be okay for me to like try to show this to the Sphere creator? I don't know if he's still responding on Reddit. That's how I contacted. This is before I had my own Discord server, you see. That's how long ago it was. But I was wondering if I could I lost contact with him, but he does still have the Reddit account. I was wondering if I could show this to like him, like this person, and say, hey, someone like got really inspired by your AC and made this beautiful work of art. Would that be okay? Because why? I want to show this to that creator because hey, you said the spirit inspired it, and I'm like, holy shit, this is a worthy, like, this is beyond worthy. Yeah, this is like, it's so fucking good. It would be an honor if he says, yeah, I'll
say better.
I could see the argument. I really like the spear, don't get me wrong, and I fucking love it, but this is like power creep. Spear made that like within the
drip power creep.
Yeah, this is drip power creep. Like the spear was fucking amazing. One of the best things ever for its time, But just like how Yozayo probably made much better creations, right? Like later on as well. But still, I wouldn't say it's better than the spear, but I will say this is like the kind of shit that I expect from over a year and a half of drip. You know what I mean? Oh, it's immaculate. I'm keeping this in my download. Holy shit. It's so beautiful. I want a model kit of this so bad. It's like a 1-year anniversary spear. Yeah, exactly. It's like a special skin. Like anniversary skin for the spear. Fucking hell. Like, that doesn't diminish how cool the spear is, especially for its time. But this is like the kind of shit that I could only imagine seeing much later into a game's life cycle, Like, when all the techniques have been refined, Holy shit. But yes.
I mean, I got nothing else to say about this besides it's fucking awesome.
Oh, I'm keeping this. My downloads. Oh my god, it's so good. So good. I might even use it for PvP just because it's so pretty. If I die, let me die pretty. Wait, no, the hexagons are missing. I need to update the save. Okay, but remember to update it. Okay. Remember to coordinate with Inhibit so that since you're a winner, you have the Drip Hall of Fame Part 2. So remember to coordinate with Inhibit so that That post is updated, okay?
I mean, Snowblight's in like judge chat now, but because now that he's a winner, so just ping me in judge chat if you have any
updated
changes.
properly. I swear to God, I better have this downloadable because holy shit, this looks so good. Yeah, these pictures don't do it justice.
Also, nice
just how
editing
good.
for the pictures.
Yeah, the first picture's nice, but like the pictures don't do enough justice to just how immaculate this thing looks.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, I need to calm my ass down. We still have
now
the
for
winner
the
to get
judge
to.
winner.
Typhus.
Typhus by Andre. Oh my god, if Gale Icarus was the most beautiful AC you've ever seen, this is the most disgusting AC you've ever seen in the best way possible.
Let me give people just a quick note of what Typhus is. Typhus is from Warhammer 40k. He is the champion, like the ultimate champion of one of the evil chaos gods, Nurgle. Okay, Nurgle is the god of
Nurgle
plagues,
is the god of rot and decay.
Rot, decay, plague, just all the nasty things. Okay, and Typhus is the ultimate champion. So this is what we're basing it off of. It's essentially a corrupted space marine. Okay, think of extra tentacles, like your entrails out, slime, disease, everything disgusting. You know, Grandfather Nurgle. Yes. So let's take a look. So we'll take a quick peek at the pictures, and then we'll see the real thing afterwards. Oh. So it's going for a very disgusting, blighted
It's
look.
disgusting in the best way possible.
Oh, yeah, look at all those pores. And like, yeah, see, look, the entrails coming out. Yeah.
I love how that they kind of incorporated ephemera arms into the design with like the weird like circles on it that look like boils and like pus.
Yeah, let's take a look at it in the game.
Like this is another build that where the pictures don't do it justice.
Yeah. I could tell right off the bat. It really does feel like a successor to the Sphere. Yes. I really don't like I said, I don't think it's better than the Sphere, quote unquote, but like it's like advanced. It's like more advanced in a way. And it makes sense. Like I said, it's not like anything to do with the art. It's all on the fact that the game, its lifespan is later. You know, it's kind of like, you know, later player. Okay, it's kind of like this. You know how like the Daigo parry. You guys know what the Daigo parry is, right? Do you know what that is, Inhibit?
Yeah.
In Street Fighter, like one of the third, I don't know which one, third strike or whatever. Fuck, I don't know. Okay, in the old Street Fighter 3 game, okay, there was a thing called the Daigo parry. It wasn't called that. Essentially, if you moved forward instead of blocking, blocking is going backwards. But if you, yeah, let me just explain this real quick. So essentially, it's an old fighting game, right? Oh, come on. So essentially, it's an old fighting game, right? Like where essentially, in order to, it's a 2D fighting game. So going backwards is block, going forward is how you move forward. But you also don't block that way. But parrying, you have to actually move forward at the exact frame that the attack would land in, not when you react to it, but when it would land in. Okay, and basically put, like this was at the time of this happening, it was not known to be possible to parry. This is Chun-Li, right? Her ultimate attack is that she attacks what, like 16 times in a row. To parry each one requires perfect.
It's the Let's
timing.
Go Justin meme, right?
Yeah, the Let's Go Justin meme. It requires perfect timing, okay? Like frame perfect timing, basically. And that was known to be impossible at the time. No one thought it was possible. Then Daigo managed to do it. Okay, Daigo's playing Ken here, and the legendary Justin Wong is also playing Chun-Li here. Okay, so let me show it off right here. Okay, come on, work. Why is it so laggy? Come on. Oh, it's so. Why is like my computer's like
I have
slowing
crossed
down?
you with my Australian internet.
Yeah, I think you're affecting me. Is Grandfather Nurgle infecting my internet? Why is it so glitchy? Oh, here. No. I don't know why it's not working. What is going on? Hang on. Maybe I gotta... Sorry, I want to show this properly.
Send the video in like stream chat.
Here, I'll show it. Whoops. Here, I'll post it here and on Twitch chat if you want to see. But essentially, to describe what happens in the picture, right? Essentially, he parries all of it. And before this, he couldn't even do it in practice mode. He couldn't even do it while he practiced before he fought Justin here. And the idea is this: that was an impossible task that this man managed to pull off that called the Daigo parry. It's the most famous fighting game moment. But you know, if you play the game now, it's a basic skill check. People do it for fun. Like your average player that still plays that game. It's a skill check. You just do it. You know? Now Justin goes in that game for fun and goes to online mode and just baits people into Daigo parrying, and he goes, "Can you do it? Can you do it?" And people have. It's a skill check now. It's like that's what, you know, the power creeping is. People just get better, you know? But anyways. LB, I can give you the appropriate soundboard for these type of moments. It's not the soundboard. I want to show people the actual video, you know? But yes. Even with 37. But yes, anyways, regardless. We're getting distracted. Oh, the pores are so disgusting.
It looks so good. It looks so disgusting.
Yeah. Oh, he turns a robot there for a second, but yeah.
Like,
oh. You were saying?
I don't know how to describe this build because it's just viscerally disgusting. I think that's the best way to describe this build. But Andre has conveyed the sense of just revulsion in the best way possible. Okay, the one thing I want to maybe nitpick a little is the use of Kazuar head. I'm not sure why, but overall, like maybe it fits with the whole like weird
he's using
nature,
the Kazuar head because
nature.
he made it a bone that's sticking out.
Oh wait, I didn't even realize.
No,
oh my God, it's
look,
bloody,
it goes
bone.
beyond. Look, you know the little things here? Those are bones now.
Yeah. Oh shit.
No, dude, being a Kazuar head's genius. The Kazuar head is a genius move.
Yeah, no, you're right. Okay, never mind. I take back what I
bone.
said. That is awesome.
That's actually so fucking smart. Holy shit.
That's awesome.
That's using the ephemeral bubbles as like plus. Oh my God. What the fuck?
Like, this is the most organic looking AC I've ever seen. Like, I know people have tried to, like, people submitted like organic AC builds in the past, but this really takes the cake. This is genuinely stunning
This
work.
is disgusting in the best way
I
possible.
could see, like, if you kind of like paint, like, if someone modified the upcoming Snail 30-minute missions kit and painted it like a champion of Nurgle, this is what it would look like.
This is so fucking clever. It's so good. It's like the asymmetry perfectly fits the theme. Like all the weird parts popping out are bones. All the circular bits are pus. Artificial lighting is used to make the pus glow a little bit, even brighter when actually under light. Like the armored bits are symmetrical, but not the infected portion. Oh my God. The Kazuar head is such a genius move, making it a bone sticking out. That's so
I love
smart.
that I hate it. Like, that's basically what I want to say about it. I love that I hate it. Like,
yeah. Even the weapons.
it just looks so real. Like it looks
know.
genuinely disgusting.
Even the weapons look so rusted and used. Just like the coloring is perfect. Also, Retro, we went over yours and we loved it. Jesus Christ, it's so. I'm not surprised this one. Like, oh my God, the winners from this group. Because I kept getting amazed all the way up till the winners, and I was like, what the fuck do the winners look like? And I'm just like, oh my God, I get it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. Oh, okay. I'm actually gonna ask this. I'm actually gonna ask if I could post this on like the Warhammer subreddit or something, because this, or if they could do it themselves, because this is fantastic.
This is sick. It literally and figuratively.
Literally, yeah, literally and figuratively. Like, that's perfectly said. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's perfect.
Yeah.
But like in the most imperfect way possible. Huh. We had one fit for a king, and we had one fit for a rotting corpse. Right?
So basically, this is accidentally the 40k challenge. Is that what you're saying?
Right? How do you even decal like that? Ask. Like, ask and you shall receive. Who knows? Just it's so fucking smart. Like just every part just works. The rusting on it is perfect. The weapon choices are pretty cool, and they make a statement. It's asymmetric.
I just want to know how
but
they
also
had the
not.
decal budget for this. How
I
the
don't
fuck?
know. Bobby, I want Inhibit to roast my braver, and you should probably just contact him in like the general membership chat. How do you even decal like that? Yeah, just ask. By the way, hope you don't mind. I'm taking your compliments as my early B-Day present. Oh, well, I mean, it's probably not today, but as you said, but hey, happy birthday, Winterfrost. You fucking absolutely cooked. These, now I get why these won. I kept asking myself, like always, oh, how the fuck did these ACs not win? That's because these ACs exist. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh my lord. Winter, like Frost, post yours on like Armored Decor as well. Like, I need them to see this shit. Holy shit. And yeah, like, oh, so good. I'm saving this too, actually. Holy crap. I'm saving this.
Yeah.
This is mine now. I don't have red. I'll post it for you with your permission. But yeah. Wow. Dude, I fucking love this one. People cooked so hard this time. Oh my god. Oh
like,
my.
It's genuinely exciting to always see like new builds come out from like Fashion Core, because like people just can't stop cooking with this game. Like, we haven't reached the limit of what we can do with the decal system yet. It's like this community, the Japanese community, like the various Japanese Fashion Core communities, just everyone's still cooking, and like everyone's still trying to like discover new things, and like that's why I think is like the beauty of this community.
Do we need,
And
like, if there's
just
ever an
AC
Armored
community in
Core,
general.
if there's ever like an Armored Core like 6.5 or 7, we should like have like a Discord server or something, like a dedicated one where it's just people from like who lead like these events, like you and I, with like the Japanese community people who do these events, just trading, trading cards. Hey yo, this is what the West came up with. Oh yeah, this is what us Jap, like this is what like like the Japanese came up with, and I'm like, fuck yes. You like, and we just trade each other like the cool shit, decals. That would be so cool, like a liaison, that'd be really neat. If there's ever a 6.5, I'll start organizing that shit. Inhibit is well connected. Like, Inhibit probably knows a few people. Inhibit is always the I know a guy type dude. A reminder that Inhibit,
talking to people.
I know, and I'm bad at it. Remember, and everyone, InhibitProgress became affiliate on Twitch. You should follow him if you ever want to pick his brain, ask him any questions. If you want to see him play either Helldivers, Armored Core, or like Gunplow or anything else, then you should come check it out. Especially if you're more comfortable with Australian time, give that a shot. Or if you're just up late. Required for the next Armored Core crossplay with Sony. That's probably not happening, let's be honest. But hey, if it happens, I will.
I mean, they have crossplay for Helldivers.
That is true. That is true. So please have crossplay next time, please. That'd be great. But anyways, now before we go, Inhibit, do you have any announcements aside from that?
Yes, actually. We actually have the next topic of the next theme challenge.
Oh baby.
Yeah. So the next theme challenge is gonna be, it's called the Locksmith Challenge. So you know how Freud's AC is like a mix of different parts and like different weapons from different manufacturers and different companies, right? So this challenge is you have to make an AC that uses I'll hash out the exact details before my announcement post tomorrow, but basically you at least need to have like parts from 2 or 3 different manufacturers and like weapons from 2 to 3 different manufacturers. So the goal is to make something that looks good while still having a variety of different parts on it. So this should be a fun challenge for people, I think.
All right, that's awesome. And you're announcing this tomorrow, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, Retro. Okay. You all in Australia too? Inhibit is. So if you're in Australia time, Inhibit probably streams at a much more comfortable time for you. And you should still follow it because even if you're Western time, if you're just up late, Inhibit might be up, you know? But yes. Anyways, is that everything, Inhibit?
I guess so.
Dude, I'm
I
still
don't really
like,
have anything else to say.
I'm still reeling over the winners. I'm like, holy shit, those are so good.
Yeah, oh my god,
Those
the
are so
two
good.
winners are knocked it out of the fucking park.
Oh my god, like sometimes the lines between, I don't remember when, but sometimes the lines between the winner and the finalist is like, oh, I mean, I could have seen the finalists winning. This time I'm like, okay, I understand. The finalists were awesome, but these are out of the park, like out of the ballpark, like just Jesus Christ, it makes sense type things. Holy shit. But anyways,
Yeah.
I hope you all have a great
I mean,
day.
I still think that some of the, like, a lot of the finalists definitely, like, could have also been, like, winner material.
Mhm.
Like, a lot of the finalists are winner material. It's just, it just came down to the judge vote. So,
Yeah, the finalists were awesome too. That's
Yeah.
why I kept like blinking, going, these didn't win. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, holy shit. Winners make me think, damn, I'm not even trying. Again, do it for the enjoyment. You know, do it for the enjoyment. Like, don't think of this as like League of Legends, like, or something like that. You know, this is, you know, we're all just here to have
All
fun.
the winners started from the same place. Everyone started from nothing.
Yes.
If they can do it, you can too.
The best part is all the people that you can always ask them as well. Like, they're very sharing, you know what I mean? So yeah. I saw what you said about my AC. Thanks. Yeah, no, I love yours. You can ask me, yeah, like there's plenty of people, if there's anyone's style or decal, like, or like you're like, how did they do that? You can just ask them directly, you know, and they'll be friendly. If they're not, I will talk to them.
You just ping people
Just
if you
kidding.
want to ask them.
I will
honestly.
obliterate them. Inhibit and I will obliterate them. I'm kidding. But the point is like, that's probably not gonna happen. Like, everyone here is usually very friendly. The art community here is not very toxic. It's like, you know, we don't make it a competition. Yes, it's, you know, there are winners, finalists, but you know, we're all here to have fun and like show each other something cool we made, you know. But yeah, I didn't even know you stream. Moby. Been binging your content since I started playing. I only got into comp so I could play AC6, so I've been playing for 3 months. Yeah. Yeah, I do stream. So as a self plug, I do stream. I recently got a really cool video idea. It's gonna be quite a departure from what I normally make, but I am pretty excited for it. I hope you guys are as well. But regardless, that's still really ways off. So I think I'm announcing it a little too early, but I do hope you enjoy whatever I make. Unfortunately, there's not much for me to do on Armored Core aside from Fashion Core, basically. But like, I still enjoy doing these, and you know, I hope Inhibit like continues I hope Inhibit continues to enjoy them as well. But yeah, regardless, apart from that, yes, I do. Yay. Apart from that, yeah, I'll have a streaming schedule up tomorrow, and yeah, like, get ready for next Fashion Core. We're gonna keep going. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and Inhibit, I hope you all have I hope you have a wonderful day as well.
Yeah, you too.
Okay. I'll see y'all next time then. Peace. That's right. Speaking of, I gotta figure out who to raid. Let's see, who should I raid? Is anyone playing Armored Core? Oh, Domo Mash is playing Armored Core. Oh, that's easy then. That's an easy one. I will send you all to Domo Mash. He's playing Armored Core. Looks like he's playing Campaign or something. Or he's not, is he? I don't know. Regardless, let's see. Let's go ahead and Domo Mash plays Armored Core. He's a really, really good player from what I understand. So let's go ahead and raid Domo Mash. Here is the raid commands. Say hello. Have a good time there. And as usual, keep painting. I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye.